I tell you what, those they are really far away. Oh my god, blimey!
Your seat can come forward and your pedals can come back.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm in a recliner right now.
So
Look at this, laid back driving. It's nice. It's definitely too laid back, but definitely want to. Definitely want to.
drop the front.
Yeah, I think we want to drop the front down, come forward a little bit. I mean, it's a balancing act because at the moment you're getting the leg support. Well, it does depend on where you're going to have your feet on, you know.
You have got to bear in mind that this is the even.
Exactly.
Right place.
I mean, you were saying about it not being long enough.
It's
I,
just about
I couldn't even reach those pedals, and I'm a tall guy. But yeah, at the moment this is like way too reclined. So I think we'll start off by just dropping the seat down a little bit.
I'm going to go to medium. If you use your 6 in that, if you've got enough power to get the bolt out of.
Is this on a 6?
No, that's a 5 in there at the moment, isn't it?
Hmm.
I'm just going to take a little bit of tension off the back bolt as well to give it the ability to spin a little bit.
None of those fit. Alright, just lower it down.
Or
Oh my god, that cloth's going to catch even more.
yeah.
Yeah, let's try that though. What's that on middle?
I'm on middle. Alright, mine's in.
Is it better to adjust the seat when the pedals are fixed in? Yeah, you can't get it all right now. But you
It's
can
a guesstimate.
sort of make decent estimates of what's comfortable and what isn't. And get it into a position.
The pit you can't like go and get measured. And they say, oh, you need the 8th hole in.
Well, I spent quite a bit of time picking this chair because when you start digging into it and look at the schematics for the chairs, you quickly realise that some of them, they might look pretty cool, but you can't tell that the width is completely off. Like, I think this, out of all of them, this is the widest one, which is why we're at maxed out, because that is absolutely the widest seat that you can get
For this rig.
for this rig. Well, in the Sparco range that they sell anyway. And I was very careful to sort of measure myself and say, well, if I eliminated a whole bunch of seats because there's no way the back was tall enough, or there's no way the base was wide enough for me here, or it had these things like right in your face, like as if you're going to be in G-forces and iRacing, you know.
It's pretty mechanics and put the harnesses and stuff on here, can't you?
Well, some people do.
For the full effect.
I kind of think it's a bit weird unless you... Hang on.
Let's see if that feels a bit better.
Mango face! Holy moly. Yeah, that's a lot more. Like, you notice that straight away. The rake on that is so different. Like, although it's only a couple of notches, it is a big difference.
Probably. It's an inch difference in the twist.
Like, you sat up a lot more. You feel that you've got to raise your legs a lot more.
Oh, yes, you the pedals actually start this.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably want my pedals a bit lower. Because it's like, at the moment, I feel like I'm having to lift my legs up to it.
Yeah, which is lower is
Well, you can easily do it.
not possible at this thing.
Yeah, it is.
No, because the front ones are on the lowest. There's no more down.
Well, there's no down on this.
There's no more down on the front ones. It's at the very top of the bracket.
I can see a gap.
Yeah, that's the back set. On the front set here.
This will bring this down.
Oh, as in you want to twist the whole thing?
No, I want us to lower the front here. This down. See? That's what I meant.
Oh, I thought you meant lower the whole thing.
No, that's much more comfortable. But, you know, until we get pedals in.
So it's a bit more like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
But that's a hell of a lot easier to move pedals than it would have been.
yeah, this is
Sort of worth the faff, really.
exactly. Without that adjustability, to move this around is a real pain.
Right. So it's now a discussion as to whether we think the seat is going to be in the way.
Have we bolted all this down?
It's to be slid forward and backwards to do the bolts up.
Okay, well, I think, yeah, we're going to have to... I mean,
This is fun because these will go on one side.
this is asking for some truck racing. Lol. That doesn't make you the Hulk, Sammy. Look,
You want to see me angry?
watch me bend this steel bar. The sitting position doesn't look comfy. It's almost F1 style. Imagine that for 8 hours. I got to be honest with you, Sekreth, until at the moment, I really don't know what I want. Until I actually sit in it, with the pedals in, with the wheel in, and, like you say, drive it. It's hard to say
So
what's the best way of doing
this
it.
bit wants to be like that.
Oh, because it's now a lot wider.
So can you
We need to bend it.
that bit? Or you need to kind of twist it that way and I'll twist it that
I know what you mean. I'm just trying to think of the best way of doing this.
way. I can't sort of, I can't
Yeah.
twist that
Yeah, but I can see already at the top. It's bending. It's flaying out.
So I don't know whether if I do that and you do that.
Hang on, we just need a better way of doing this. So ideally, you want that in a vise, and just so you can go. Because I don't think, like, if you take that out anymore, it's literally like that now.
Yeah, well basically the back holes fit fine,
Hmm.
but the front holes don't. And it's essentially like that. They need to be bent like that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that's splaying out.
Yeah, so can you sort of hold it in that position?
We have enough
So you
purchase.
slide it down here. And if I do that,
We don't have enough purchase on that.
give it a try. I think I moved it a little bit.
Yeah, Quirk, that's... I mean, I don't want to be in a position where I'm putting a lot of pressure on my spine. So I don't know exactly what is the best angles to sit at. I know that if you have it too far back, it's going to put pressure on the underside of your leg. And then you're going to cut the circulation off to your leg. And if you have it too far forward, it's not going to give you any support on your leg. Can you not bolt the bars to the adjusters? They seem to keep coming off.
No, unfortunately not.
No, the whole thing 40, that thing it basically springs out into position. So you get it and you widen it to the width you want. But because I'm using a wide seat, we want it to go really far. And at that point, the end pieces aren't like parallel anymore. They're like this. It's a bit of a naff design, to be honest. How do you keep the dampness of the garage out of the studio?
This is the garage as
Yeah.
well.
So when you convert a garage into a room, Carl Cool, what you do is they come in and they put plastic sheeting up the inside, which is effectively like your damp course. Then they build a wooden frame on the inside of the room, Then they insulate it, put all the electrics in, then plasterboard goes on, then you skim it with plaster, then you paint it. So it's fully insulated and fully damp proof. In your setup, you couldn't sit with stretched legs like that. It puts too much pressure on the ass bone. I have my seats higher and my legs more bent like a regular sedan.
If you're watching this, you need a better way of making this damn handle.
I think that's a Sparco thing. That's not a SimLab thing, that. Well, Sekrith, I don't agree with you on that one. Like, if you sit in a more of a seating position, you do put a lot of pressure on your tailbone. Is it not working?
No, I'm just trying to think. I've got a G-clamp that I could use to pull it together, but the seat's in the way now.
Well, the seat can come off with 4 bolts. We know the position they're in, 3 and top. So let's just take it off. But we should probably tighten up all this stuff first so that we don't have to faff with it later. Speaking of which, that one's moved again. See, we can clamp these down now.
Can you sit in this and try and pull it forward like you would a car seat?
Why is it not moving? That's interesting.
I think there's so much twist involved with those brackets.
Well, is that...
These seat brackets are like that underneath their bode. There's like so much twist on the outer brackets. I reckon we might have to take the side of these 40s off. Take these out to give you more this way. So that this is all square.
What, is this crushing it in?
Yeah. This is holding, this is on its extreme. And if you get off and have a look underneath, you'll see the bow of the bracket underneath the seat.
But that's interesting because if you look at this side, look, there's actually play here.
Yeah, but it's the bracket up against this bit of metal. There's no, I think that's caught there. Certainly this side is, especially if it's front.
Why can't that rise over the top?
Just slight tolerance to the profile.
Yeah, but we haven't got it screwed down, so we should just lift. We should just lift over that. Unless that's just not parallel.
You see this bit here, look. See how this bends up?
Yeah.
That's the seat bracket. I think that's the seat bracket being put under torsion from this part of the rail.
That needs to go out more.
Yeah, so this whole rail needs to move the same as yours, but I don't think we can do that until these are possibly out of the way. But I do agree that that's...
Well, we could just take that off then.
Did you then tighten this up?
Can't you just undo
There
them?
you go.
What was that?
The whole thing, it was the nut in the T-washer, so that's twisted, look. If you look at that section of
Yeah,
T-rail,
I can see it.
if you were to take that nut out, I think the same thing would happen. No, this one. But perhaps don't do that until you take this side off.
That one's loose.
Take it out. My one's gone tight because it's trying to twist the whole thing.
You've taken yours out.
So this one's come out, so it's not holding tension anymore. We'll just have that again. Take this one out. There you go. The whole thing has moved. Look. See?
Wow, that sprung out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon this will do the same if I now do this one.
Yeah, look at that pressure release. Oh my god.
Yeah. There's the back set to do as well. There. Yeah.
At this rate, you'll be able to screw it in the next bit.
Well, it's a possibility. If that's the width of the seat, then I think it's going to have to be the width of the seat.
Yeah, you can see it bending this aluminium.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bits, whoever that was. I can't read it from here yet.
Moon? Something?
It might be Moorcroft.
Moorcroft? Might be Moorcroft. sort of a, do we mount it to the 40 before we try and mount the frame? Is that completely loose now?
That ain't parallel.
No, the whole thing is not. But these brackets have got less tension on them now, underneath the seat.
Yeah, but this is not. Look at this. Look at how wide that is. Look at how wide that is.
Yeah.
There's nowhere near.
It's not even square anymore. So do we need to loosen these? Because these are on the side of the seat, so that's not going to move. That's a datum point, isn't it? Do we then move these to move the sliders?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. Is these?
They're twist.
We need to loosen these because this seat is wider here than it is here. So we're basically twisting it inwards to follow the seat rather than letting it run parallel. That's what's happening. So we need to loosen these four. We can actually do it without taking the seat. We can do it here.
Well, I think just take a little bit of tension off of this.
Why?
Just to give it all a little bit of a looseness for now.
I wouldn't.
No?
I would leave
So I
that
think
so that
bracket,
because we
you've
want
got a little gap here somewhere. You have actually.
we want these brackets to be in the position they want to be in,
On the seat, I agree.
and then we loosen these four here so we can put these in the rails parallel, and then it should be fine.
So loosen the black ones off.
I think you've got the Allen key, I think, or have I got it?
But the thing with that, loosen the noses, you need the spanner in there. Because the nylons aren't usually working as nylons.
Well, they should resist, but not stop. Oh, there's not much room to turn this one though. Okay, that one's loose. That one's loose. One of yours. There we go. That's better. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense now. You built a Caterham 7 in less time than this. What, the very first time that you built a Caterham 7? The very first time you did it? And did you do it without instructions? Oh my god, so 4 hours later, lol. Unbelievable. Why is everybody an expert on the internet? They sort of sit there watching you do something, hurling abuse, going, "Oh, you guys suck. I could have built a house in this time." Just wow.
Right.
Listen, when you're sat on your sofa eating your crisps, right, you can be a critic. But you try coming down here and doing this. I'll tell you what. Put your stream on and build something and I'll come and watch. How about that? Armchair expert. They've got a name for you.
Just tweak that back one.
Which
On
one?
the chair, just to
What do you want to do?
just give it that last.
I don't know what you want me to do.
This one, sorry.
You want to just loosen this?
No, tighten it. If you can.
I can't.
Right, so I don't think these brackets are going to be parallel. Because I think the seat is twisting these to make it work.
Well, yeah, we don't want that. But we've loosened these off now. So in theory, this seat can now move on these like that.
Oh, I see.
See? This adjusts. So these can become parallel now. It's these four that was causing the problem.
So about a centimetre gap down the side of mine. You're a full extreme.
I can move this.
There you go.
Look, I can do this all kinds of movement now. So I can get this so it's nice and parallel like that. And if you come here, look at this. Can you see that now? That's the angle as it comes out. Once you set that bar parallel, the shape of the seat presents itself.
As in it goes like that.
It goes like that. It goes
Yeah,
out.
that's right.
So this comes out now,
Yeah.
and that stays parallel.
Yeah, which is pretty much. I've got like a centimetre gap at the front and no gap at the back.
Right.
But
Well, you're overhanging massively, aren't
Yeah,
you?
exactly. So I think the whole thing. That's how these brackets. I think are redundant. These outside brackets need that extra room.
Hmm.
So you'll be held on with those rather than two sets of those. There's not really another way of doing it.
Should still be enough, shouldn't it?
Yeah. You can always build a flange bracket that sits there with bolts, tap that and bolt that to that. Like,
Welcome back. I'm not talking.
Do you think maybe? Where are you on that side at the back?
say that again.
Where's your corner bracket on that?
Like in
You-
the middle of the full.
Right. So you're massively overhanging still. Okay. Well, I still need to get the T-nuts out.
Yeah, up the bottom rail as well.
Yep. So I'm saying all these.
Lift the
This
chair out.
bottom rail here. Why didn't I think of that before? An Allen key is the perfect shape for this.
Lift the chair out the way for a second.
Hang on.
Because you don't want to remove that nut here.
What?
The one that's that way in. Which T-nut are you trying to remove?
The one that was on the
Oh,
corner
yeah,
bracket that we're no longer going to use. When Brian did this, it just popped out.
Now move the seat out of the way, then we can both have a crack at it. So I'm trying to get to mine at the moment and you're getting
Don't want to lose!
We just lift the... lift
Oh
the
my
chair
god, you
behind.
can't see that. What do you want me to do?
Just lift this whole thing all together. Put it behind you, out of the way, for now.
It's got a bolt in.
You've got to get the T-nut out.
It's got a bolt in. Are you going to remove the seat? Oh, you're going to do that? Right, okay. I didn't know what he was doing.
Move the seat like this
Ah,
and put it behind you. Behind the camera.
he said that as if there's any room.
You need a bigger...
Shouldn't you be looking after a baby castrator?
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Go and be a dad. Baz, are you going to make a brew, mate? You getting ready to go fly? Wow. Are you seeing the weather over here, Castrator? We're getting hit by another storm now. It's unflyable.
That, right? And then do the same.
What? I was literally reading chat. I couldn't do it because there was a seat in the way. You've got it easy.
Oh, so my idea of moving the seat out of the way, you said what?
Yeah, because I was confused. That I didn't realise what you were talking about. I didn't realise you'd loosened all the brackets off completely.
Yeah, that was the idea, wasn't it? There you go. I've shown you two now. Now it's your
What do you want to do?
Take those T-nuts out.
Okay. You say you show me. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything of the sort.
Do you want a brew? I'll send it. Oh, yeah. Do you want a view? Do you want a brew? I'll send it by UPS.
Yeah, you'll get half a cup of tea, the other half on Monday. How's that? How are you getting it past the
Like this.
ball bearing exactly?
Like this. Like that.
It's exactly easy though, was it?
It's not easy, but it's not meant to be easy, is it?
When he did it, it was easy.
Yeah, because he had a toothpick tool, didn't he?
Yeah, but that's the same as the Allen key, really.
Not really. It's a bit more pointy. There you go. Squirrel one.
Piece of cake. Let's put that back.
Oh, yeah.
I could have built a house by now, personally, but you know, I'd rather just watch you build a rig. Where do they need to go?
We don't know now, because the chair's there.
Parallel, I would say.
Parallel. I gotta say, these feet are just disappearing into this carpet.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, there's no room between
No, I know.
here and here.
It's nuts.
So that's like square for me. Like this, look. Like there's literally no gap. This profile sits on top of this profile. So
Yeah. Well, we need to
it's
come
gotta
this way
move
then.
towards you.
Yeah.
If I hold mine this way and you pull with a bit of tension,
Why?
somewhere there.
I've got about a centimetre
I've got about a centimetre.
to the frame.
Where'd my T-nut go?
Yeah. It's approximately the same. What's up?
Did you put?
No, you've got a T-nut. I can see it.
Yeah, I know. I just need to dig it out. Like that. This one can be pushed in. So you go for about a centimetre-ish.
Ish, yeah. The most important thing is that it's parallel to this frame. Like whatever gap you've got on one side, get the same gap on the other.
So about a centimetre both ways.
And that way the rail will run parallel.
There's a bit more progress rather than 6 steps forward and 8 steps back.
This is it. Once you built it and you see how it all works, and you're like, oh, okay. Now I know what works.
And then there is still movement in the seat as well.
Yeah, the important thing was not to tie those 4 bolts down before this is completely on. That was the problem.
I'll say neither of the camera angles are working particularly conducive. You pull that to the end, or you not?
I'm gonna do. Is everything tight for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so in theory, we can pop this back in and it should move.
Yeah, well, does the seat now, like for me?
There's a seat facing forward for you now. The gap here should be the same as the gap there.
Yeah.
Approximately. I would say is about right.
So then this.
What have we got at the back? For me at the back it's nearly flush. For you, it's flush. It's about there now at the back. The back can be tightened for sure. I think so.
That's not easy.
No, it's not. Pepper. Oh my God, Dolly, you're so disgusting. Can you get... Come on, boy. Well, Dolly's making an appearance.
Hello, Doyle.
Yeah, pal. Oh, that's it. Walk over the instructions with your wet paws. It's all good.
He's pointing out where you should be by now. It's right there.
He's
Missing piece.
like a... He wants an M8 there, he says, I think. Look at the state of it. Instructions are covered in paw prints. I can just imagine that's going all over my carpet right now. Have you done one?
It's really difficult to
Yeah,
get the right thing in there now
it is.
because the seat angle is so fast.
Yep. No,
You can, but
at your peril.
for the response.
Oh, when you fixed it all together,
Yeah.
not going to be too heavy to strap on.
Because by every single strength and bone in my body, it will get moved whether it's heavy or not. If I give myself a hernia in the process, I don't care.
Maybe you can just leave it like that. It's a good angle.
Well, it's going to depend on whether we can get maximum in anyway, so. It should fit. Have you fiddled with that yet?
I don't know, I was expecting the
Oh, God.
I mean, I can get you a roll bar mate, but there's like it's never going to work. I can make you. I can get you a roll bar mate, but it's like never ever going to be needed at all. Only if you get like a D-box set and put it on massively high and flip the rig, it's not going to need. Radio silence. He's concentrating, guys.
Um,
You did say this would happen last night. And it is not at all. It's not. And this is two of us doing it. Imagine if Paul was here on his own. Like,
yeah.
You had Meccano as a child. You didn't have to know her.
Is that on 13?
Mrs. Scroll, I would leave before
It's all
before
over
a
the
spanner
shop,
gets
like,
thrown in
spanner.
your
It's a
direction.
left-handed spanner, that's the problem.
There we go.
You'll find that
That one's tight. Have you got yours tight yet?
No. I'm talking to Mrs. Scroll. I'm doing important things.
Oh yeah.
left-handed.
I am ignoring you. You're quite right.
Years of matrimonial marriage.
I-
Teach you.
I know what a backseat driver you are, and I'm ignoring you. I've got enough of those in chat.
Yeah, where's my seat?
I've got enough of experts in chat.
I was expecting that ping pong.
Ugh.
Right back there.
So just the back ones. The back ones aren't really done, which we can't really tighten. But those two are. Front ones are tight.
This is,
What? What is that jammed?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because no, it's clearly squished the two together.
Hang on. Solution.
So what we can do, considering half of it's tight, we can put the handle on and then, yeah, we can put the handle on and bring the whole thing forward anyway.
Go on then.
If this is actually work.
Is it bent into the right way?
Well,
It's not even meeting now.
no, exactly. But what I think you actually have to do,
Pull it nearer the top.
well, what I've done is pulled it here and then tweaked them back in with that.
Yeah, but I would suggest you bend it up nearer the top
Yeah, but then you're still going to end up with that.
because you want more. The springiness is going to come from the top as well. If you just bend the bottom bit, you're not going to get as much flex. Faces upwards. Is that going to fit?
No, because how the angle from there is massive.
Eh?
Yeah. So if this.
Yeah, you need to twist the ends in, obviously. You want that parallel, don't you? Those two should be parallel. They're not. You can see them splayed out.
Well, because if I do that and I break it, it's like just not good. Upwards is again. Like this fitting system is just.
It's in. Well, one's in. The inner one's not in. It's not going to work. It needs to go out more and then back in. Unfortunately.
See what I'm doing?
He basically did this.
Out of the way. Just pushing inwards. You bent the whole thing rather than bending.
Hey?
Bent that entire thing closed rather than move that bit round.
We really need a vice. If you had a vice, we'd just clamp that and go whoop.
I have a vice, but it's like a 2.5 hour drive away.
Yeah.
I didn't bring a van with the voice in it, so I ended up with no either. I have got some big G-clamp things that perhaps manipulate a few of them to make it bend. Use the rig as a vice.
How?
How?
Actually. Will that go in there?
Go down the profile.
Hey?
Go down the middle of the profile, down a bit.
Well, yeah, but it's too much then. Could try that. Is it facing up, is it?
Other way. Other way.
That way.
Yeah, like that.
That's why I had it. You try and put your side in. While I hold this.
That's sprung in.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
So now this wants to come
Glove. Yay!
forward.
The seat slides.
Grease. Grease lightning.
Paper over there. Whew. Time for a cup of tea and sit down and forget you've got a microphone and knock it off.
I'm going to attempt to miss straw tea before it's out of the half an hour cooling down process.
She probably put the kettle on half an hour ago and forgot about it and then made the rest. So the only thing we haven't tightened are the bolts at the back though.
Yeah.
Which is going to be tricky. Have a builder's tea. Cup of tea tastes good right now, I can tell you. Some things fit both ways in the aluminium profile. Spend hours watching videos which way does some stuff getting. No fun building my rig. I've watched videos, daggone, as you say. Somebody's watched videos. But still, when you come down to doing it, I mean, watching the videos is great, and you learn the basics. And I'm sure you miss out a few pitfalls, but
If we were building just a P1 as he does an SGR with no pedals and no
Yeah.
seat, it would have been done.
I mean, he doesn't do that, does he? And that is one of the more complicated bits.
But there's no justification for amateurs.
Yep. The seat is, I think, unique because it's a wide seat. So that one problem. And another problem is just, it seems obvious now. Now we've built it, it seems pretty obvious. But because the seat is narrower at the back than at the front, the side mount brackets can't sit parallel with, like, those aluminium pieces where the rail goes have to be parallel, but the seat brackets want to sit like that. And so what we had was, because we put the brackets on first, it was trying to force the aluminium like this, which stopped the rail from moving. There's a certain order that you do things. Like if you built a few of these, you just become a dab hander it.
Which is GR's goddamn routine.
You ordered the triple monitor mount for your rig now to go with the P1X. So I've gone for the single, Martin. Like you said, there's a triple one, and there's a quad add-on that you can get on top. I've gone for the single because I'm having a single widescreen, but I have got the add-on to go on top. So I have a single widescreen with a monitor above, a bit like what Quirk does. El Pragiato, thank you for gifting sub to Hilo. Spatial Dragon, thank you for the 300 bits. Watchtower, thank you for the bits. Decided to send these bits via UPS. You should receive them in the next 4 to 7 business days. I'll probably receive half now and half later. David and Harris, 4 months. Looking good. Can't wait to see the racing commence with the rig. David N. Walker back. Watchtower with 500 bits. The episode of Dodgy Builders is brought to you by Watchtower. Lol. Dr. Dre. I ain't an armchair expert. I've done my rig in 5 hours on my own whilst being ill with man flu. What's the hold up then, Squirrel Ross? Lol. More. Do you want somebody's response, Dre?
I'll text you.
Hang on. Somebody's response is. Actually, it's.
You need far more beeps in there. Response is Drake.
There's a few more beeps in the room, yeah.
Just a sort of
Danny Chill, welcome back, Moorcroft. Paul, there are just over 1,400 people watch Subby and Paul build your rig. After this, you could do a speed run. Lol. And yeah, that's what we're going to do, Moorcroft. That's what we'll do. When we've done it, we'll take it to bits and then we'll speed build it. And then we'll post that on Sim Racing Garage's channel. MTA Slave, thank you for 25. Curioso, thank you for 13. Just over a year. Where did the time go? Disappears, my man. Sean Vines, 22 months. Probably the 1,000th time asked, but what are you building? I'm building a rig. That's all I'm going to call it, a rig. JMO with the subs.
swearing in Morse code. Would you like me to?
Sanjay said, hey, Somi, like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago.
Hey Sanjay, an hour ago.
Karen with the sub bomb. Referick with the bits. It's a weird stream. Is this Sunday night building? Nightmare. Last thing you want to hear during a furniture build. It's broken.
I've got to say, sitting here with the aircon on is quite pleasing.
Yeah,
Have my tea.
sure.
I've got the nutty mug of the squirrel.
Motley says nominal position resumed, eh, Sammy?
No, it's far too vertical.
So the bolts on the bucket, the ones at the front that we tightened with the nuts, the nylon nuts on them. No, the ones that are mounted it onto the slider. Those front two we've done. What about the back two?
This one is could do with a bit more, but it's like on half a turn on both, and I can't get a tool in.
I couldn't. That's what I'm saying. I
So I
couldn't.
need to figure out a tool that might work to make that work.
Well, it needs to be a short flange Allen key, because the problem is the end is that long.
Well, you know your Allen keys here.
Yeah,
I've got a set where they're the short, stubby versions.
that's what we need.
So I've got those.
Is it not electric-chair? Lol.
What, for shocking you or for actually moving? Sorry, how much?
How much per hour are you getting paid for this? Says Scouser Gaz. He's getting paid in. He'll be getting a chicken dinner later.
What time did we start?
What time did we start? About it was just gone two, I think.
Not uptime, sorry.
Uptime is what's that? About 4.5, something like that. To be honest,
Two sliders that have never been done before.
yeah, they were without doubt the trickiest part of this build.
There's so many variables in these sliders.
Yeah, I mean everything else is Meccano, but they were always the problem. You get this done far quicker if you stop taking breaks. Apparently, you know, when you do stuff for 2 hours solid, you can't take a break. Do you plan on streaming your PC build? No, that's probably going to be more of a video than a stream.
Dave fixing the cases.
Nope. Keep messaging Dave. Keep messaging Dave. I don't know, I've not seen him. Let's see. Dave. Yesterday I said Dave. Today I'm saying Dave. Friday.
He is actually saying.
Yeah, no, I put Friday. Friday it says, have you found me a case yet? No reply. Saturday, Dave! Exclamation mark. Just now, Dave! Exclamation mark. And I'm going to keep doing that until he answers.
Oh. This is actually comfier than I thought it was. When you first put a picture up, I thought this isn't going to be comfy.
No, it is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little pinchy on the bum, but that's sort of how it's meant to be.
Oh, I mean, it's racing. You're not meant to be comfortable, right?
I don't know. 12 hours Bathurst in the first run.
Sebring, I think.
Sebring.
Bathurst was last weekend. Yeah, Sebring's the next one. I think it's a 12-hour Sebring. Can't remember.
We might have been finished our break by then.
But it's okay. If we just all we need to do is sign up, put puppies in first, and it'll be a 20-minute race. And me and Dre and Alex won't need to do anything.
Is he actually in chat?
We don't even need to practice.
Is he in chat?
Is Puffy's in chat? I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't.
Lol Soccer is. I'm sure he'll let him know.
Aging Sean.
Or if we want to, if
There
me,
he is. So if you let puppies go first,
Yeah.
it gives us another week to build the rig. Yeah, you can sit here with a wheel like this. Go, right, boys, I'm ready. Put me in last, and I might have it just right.
oh dear.
Right.
Right. So now we're going to do the upright. So the wheelbase will go on now.
Do you want to have a fiddle with that handle?
Hey.
You want to have a fiddle with that handle? Try and do a similar thing to what we've just done with this one.
Well, no, because that's parallel, isn't it? That's a metal plate that is perfectly square. That was a seat that was like that. I think that'll be fine.
That's not allowed to be.
No. That's definitely not a lava tee, trust me. Okay, we've got a lot of bits here.
Wheel deck is 16 screws. Should only take 2 hours. Thanks, Dre. Where's the beat button?
Dre. What's this? Wheel deck, uplift bar. Right, here we go. What?
So you need the two.
We need the uprights first. Is that these?
No.
Does-
The two anodized panels.
Oh my
You know
god.
this was all neat when we started, right?
We need to get rid of some of these boxes. Oh my god.
In front of your-
That's what I just picked up that, and you went, "What are you getting that for?"
They can't see any of this. They just think we're arguing. These are the brackets.
Yeah, and look, wheel deck, because they have the black. They should have countersunk screws in them, but they don't.
Yeah, that's in the P1X kit, and then the wheel deck is actually they're the bits that bolt to that on it.
Okay.
The wheel deck is to the upright.
Yep.
Dash dot dash.
Does anyone speak Morse code?
Dash dot dash isn't actually a letter, as far as I can think. Oh, it's a K. Sorry, it is a K.
What is?
Dash dot dash.
Can we just speak binary instead?
I don't know why I'm fighting with the theme film. by the
It
way.
does that as well. Yeah, look at them.
Properly counts out. Yeah, double counts out vision.
Seriously thick. Well, it's starting to look like a rig at least.
It is at least starting
It's a
to
good
look
start.
little bit like a rig. So, all of these bolts.
780mm 40 by 40 120s is what's on the upright.
They're these ones.
Yeah.
I feel like all of these bolts that have come from the wheel deck, etc., need to just go in a bag on their own
You reckon?
for segregation, because like these ones are P1X bolts, and like all of these ones were from the thingy deck as well, weren't they? These are all the screws for mounting your wheel to the deck.
At least they send you too much. Like I remember we used to build MFI stuff, and you was
One screw short.
literally missing like the something that you can't build with. Taking all these as well.
Yeah, just chuck them all in, and then you know you've got this is sort of a mounting bag, really. They're actually talking in binary.
So we want to put one of these. What's
Oh,
that?
that's that bag over there. So then that tray lid. Sorry, that's for that bag.
Right.
That's where I won't find any more. Just hanging.
There should be 8 countersunk. These
That's at least 7.
are different lengths.
They are different lengths. You are correct. So it's probably the short length, isn't it?
Wow. This is like, these smaller ones are actually more of a grey colour.
Yeah. Well, in theory, 2 of them you're not going to see.
Wow, there's actually loads of these. I think it must be the small ones.
Oh yeah, that works like that, doesn't it? Yeah.
What?
This gets bolted to this.
Yeah, this gets bolted to that.
Turn them round, put them on the side. put
That's
those
right.
in there, yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
So I think we want the small ones.
So 4 of those.
Which ones are you using?
Yeah, mates.
Otherwise known as mates. Don't forget you want the hole. I don't suppose it really matters, but
I was going to put them like that.
Yeah. Holes at the top, holes at the bottom. Which is what you've got, I think.
You've got the Allen kit. We're doing this flush with the bottom. Like right
Yeah,
this.
we'll just do it right down the flush at the bottom for now.
These are 5s, not 6s. So you've got the right Allen key.
Wait, these are 5. Oh, okay.
5 heads, M8 threads.
Right.
8mm threads. 5mm tops. Oh look, progress. Have you got 4 of these already? This is top and bottom, isn't it?
Hey?
1 and 4. Is there a distance that you specified at?
I don't know. I think that's where it comes into.
Movement.
Once you've got it up, you've got to see where your arms are relative to the wheel.
So do you want to go like in front of the wheel deck, or do you want to just hop in the seat for a second? We'll have half a look.
Well, without the wheel deck on top. I think we should just put it in, leave it relatively loose, and see what's
Mine
what.
are about there somewhere at the moment.
Right. Well, that may or may not be correct. Are you chucking M8s in though?
Yeah. I just need 4. I need some M8
Did-
countersinks again. Are you using the short ones?
Did you put the hole on the outside again?
Yeah, so I put 2 in at the same end and then pushed them along and separated them out.
Yeah, but you're doing it like that.
Yes.
Holes on the ends.
Yes.
And is it top and bottom?
Yeah, 1 and 4. Could you use the screwdriver for that one? You need a bigger room.
Yeah. Did you use the small ones again? What?
Right side pass.
Right.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
This one doesn't want to go. There we go. Right. That's that. Ugh. Now I've got the actual wheel deck. This is where you can do different things as well. So this wheel deck is what you use for Fanatec Club Sport wheels, or for Logitech wheels like G29s and stuff, or for Thrustmaster wheels. This is more of a generic wheelbase. If you've got a DD wheel, they make two different options. One where there's a piece comes in on either side, and another one which is more like, looks a bit like that with a big hole in it, and you put the DD wheel inside of it. I thought it'd be better with this one because A, I've got the Club Sport wheel, and B, because, well, if I want to mount a yoke on this, I can clamp to that, potentially. So I've got some more options. And that just goes straight onto there in a minute. If I don't see flight controls and scroll finishes, I will sneak in the room and add a non-removable loud squeak. What? Flight controls are something that I need to figure out. I'm going to build this for the racing initially, and then I'm going to look at how easy or hard it is to convert it for flying. I don't have all the solutions yet. So, you know, this, when this goes on here, obviously I can put my Fanatec wheel on it, and I can put a yoke on it potentially. If the yoke can't go on it easily, then look at options for like having a Warthog stick here or something like that. But then it's a case of, well, where does the throttle go? Because you don't want anything here because you can't get in and out of the rig. But maybe you could put, you know, a throttle there potentially. You can mount something here. Put throttle and yoke like that, throttle and stick like this. So there are options.
Yeah, the yoke is the difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah. With that kind of setup, I'll be using OS Direct Drive, nothing less. Thing is, Mr. Chew, until, like, I've got the Club Sport, and until I'm consistently racing, you know, proficiently well, I'm not even going. It's not even worth thinking about spending like £1,500 on a direct drive wheel. It's just not worth it.
Happy anniversary,
What's that?
Natter.
Do the back nut up on the seat before we forget.
Okay. But what are we going to tighten it with? The pitting itself is not cheap. No, but given I already have the Club Sport wheel, like if you was buying one of them, and then you're looking at buying a wheel, right? What's your budget? Because the direct drive wheel is going to eat a huge amount out of your budget, and then you can't afford this. or you can't get the seat that you want, or you can't get a third monitor. Like a widescreen monitor was 800 quid it cost me. 800 quid for a big screen. The monitor above it, I'm going to use one of my existing monitors, and the Club Sport wheel I already have, so I'm going to use that. DD, that's in the future. Well, Fairwin, actually, I think for a proper DD, you're looking at 1500 just for the base. Then you've got to put a wheel on top. Why not run triples? Firstly, triples would not fit in here. Well, they'd be really awkward for me. And secondly, I want to just go with a single. Like, I've seen Quirk play with it just fine. And I figured that is a better option for me, because I don't have a lot of room in here. It's a good evolution path. I think it's always good to have things that you can aspire to get later. Just extend the room, if only. The only way of extending this room is to flatten the whole thing and build another one. You spent 2k on your DD and a wheel. That sounds about right. Ugh. Well, how about this? We just pop those two bolts out of there and lift the seat forward so it hinges off the front. Just lift up, literally lift it up, out the way. There goes one bolt. Right, that's loose.
That's definitely loose.
There we go.
So now can we get the...
Which Allen key was it? I can't remember.
It's 6.
That's not this one then. Yes, it is.
That one. Just need the spanner underneath to hold them up.
Have you got the seat?
Yeah, I've got the seat.
Oh my god.
Feel good?
Tight.
Let's do this one while we're here. See, it's the ability that you want everything mounted at the same time, but you need to work your way through it, don't you? To
Yep.
get this tight, to get that tight, to get this tight. And you go anyway.
There we go.
Now, if you want to move this at all, you want to go middle, or are you happy with it?
It's an unknown quantity, isn't it?
Okay.
So I'm tempted to just put it back where it was. Although it seems to have moved. Interestingly. Oh god. There's definitely a lot of play in that.
Well, that's because the front one will slide, won't it?
There we go.
Just have the Allen key.
This doesn't want to go in.
I'm so glad you didn't get the black one.
Yep.
I think we both agree the black does look better,
Yeah.
but the not worrying about damaging it is.
I mean, It's only a matter of time before you start knocking bits of black off, I think. But it's personal preference. Right, so this wheel deck stuff here, presumably, is a set for this. Why they put narrow ones?
Because these are for the side plate, like that. Yeah. And these are for these.
What, just mounting screws?
Yeah, it gives you mounting screws,
Blimey.
which is like really impressive.
Isn't it? Presume that goes that way, doesn't it?
Well, that'd give you more height.
On the diagram. I seem to remember some issue when he was putting this in. Some gotcha. Or was he just saying it's difficult when there's only one of you? Maybe
Well,
that.
if you do these, if you bolt these up tight, then it's difficult. If you do this and then bolt these up tight, it's then easier. They have like front and back.
How many have we got?
There's 4. No,
I've got 4.
you've got 4. That's 5. So there's 6. So 1 in this slot, and then
Yeah, I just seem to remember in the video something about this bit.
well, he didn't do this, did he? Because he had a direct drive.
Well, he showed you footage of it, but he didn't build it, yeah. Mr. Chew's saying something though, I can't see.
Mr. Chew is saying something. Scroll. I didn't mean to sound sarcastic on what I said.
I-
was trying to say the plate felt able to handle the torque of a direct drive.
Mr. Chew, I never ever took that in a sarcastic way, mate. I was just saying that, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that for now,
Do you want to do 3 channels?
I know this rig's perfectly capable of DD, and that's one of the reasons why I bought it. If I want to go that
Have you got 4
direction.
knots? Yes, you have. So 1 in each channel. Maybe.
Which way have you gone with the nut direction?
I've done the drop it in the channel direction. So
Oh, okay, that's interesting. You need to get it to spring first.
just hang on. That's on that nut-ish.
If you put the ball in first, you're guaranteed to be fine.
Yeah, well, that was what happened, but clearly I twisted it.
There we go.
And that could just go in there very briefly. And get that up slightly.
Yep.
So you've sort of not got all the weight, but most of the weight.
I'm amazed this battery's still going on this thing. So I'm just prepping people for when it goes.
Right, so I've now stood that up and
Okay, it's
do you want them any other way up
is it,
to be hidden by the plate?
you can do, I guess. So, the question is, what position do we put this in?
I would go with the highest for now, and we'll fiddle it in it.
This was it. I knew there was a gotcha. You see, if you put that in there, you pretty much can't. You can't, because it won't go more than that.
Oh, okay, so don't use the front one then.
So, well, you would never want to rake it like that anyway, I don't think.
So take the front one out, take this one out, and then just use the middle one.
But your maximum tilt would be that, if you put one in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you put it in there,
I agree.
there and there,
Yeah, so I'd take this front one out, irrelevant, and then just put another one in there and use two. For now. I mean, they're rollable in T-nuts. If you think it needs another one, then you can do it, can't you?
yeah. So just pop that out of there. Easier said than done.
And that's it. So, yeah,
So it was
two for now. No, I'd leave it like that. I'd literally just use two,
really.
and then put a third in once the wheel's in a right-ish position. I guess at some point I'll buy some of those aluminium profiles and build me a sim pit, yeah? That's Mr. Joe. Mr. Chew.
Yeah, you can buy them. I bought, Mr. Chew, I bought a load of extra ones from on eBay. You can order them in whatever size. I actually ordered them on Amazon. Or was it eBay? No, it was eBay. And they arrived in a few days. But the quality of them, the finish on them is not as good as the SimLab ones. But the SimLab ones are probably a little bit more expensive and take a lot longer to get. Like with the SimLabs ones, you're probably looking at weeks to deliver. But they are, like the finish on this is superb. Like you cannot get better than that. It's really, really good. But if you're just looking to have extra mounting, like extrusion pieces, you can get them from eBay. Or if you want to build it on the cheap, get it from eBay. So we just lock it in that position for now.
Just gonna, like, level it with these profiles and
Just put it there for now.
and once this is locked up, we can do these up as well. Jules, do you need me to hold that side of your arm?
Yeah, it's fine. It's not going anymore. Actually,
Where's your T-nut that you took out?
in my hand.
Oh, look, Doyle's signature.
Right.
So these ones were the spare ones from the wheel deck.
Yep.
Did you chuck them in here for now?
Might as well, I guess. Although we probably need M8 T-nuts.
What you want is
Give me that second.
you want
And the
a multi
Allen
tool,
key.
This one. Or to do them side ones up. You know those like multi-screw container things?
Yeah.
You perhaps want one of those with M18 nuts, M16 nuts, M5 nuts.
I mean, I don't know where this is going to go.
See, it's a difficult one because you still want to be able to get
That's
in
been
and out.
tightened up somewhere.
It looks tight.
That's not tight.
There you go. Where's your wheel?
I mean, at the end of the day, your base is here, your wheel's here, isn't it? So that's too close.
Yeah.
I can see that straight away. Probably more like that. Just lock it up there for now. Yeah, but the wheel's currently mounted on the GT Omega thing, so I need to get that from the back of the front room and then pop it on there. For now, let's See if we can get the monitor stand up and stick with the plan.
You're getting a DD when you use your old wheel.
Going to use my Fanatec Club Sport for now. Maybe.
The wheel will be far away. You can see slightly bit in front of it. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I mean the base is here, and then that probably moves around on there, and then the wheels here. You're supposed to have like a 90-degree angle, I think, something like that. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that. You want to be about like that. But I'm sure there's a science behind it somewhere.
So, other than a side support for your shifter, which you're not going to use probably anyway at the moment,
Well, we get the side support on.
you want to get the side support on,
Yeah, because that is going to have stuff mounted onto it.
even though that's even more variable than everything else.
Well, it can just go on for now.
Welcome to the Nut House.
New sub,
Oh, look at that. It's rock solid, that thing.
case third,
Who's that?
new sub.
This thing's
Like,
it's properly solid, isn't it? I mean, the worry was that this was not going to be long enough. It's like,
yeah,
it's ridiculous.
we both looked at it earlier on, wasn't it? And it was like,
Yeah, you're going to be all right in that. Your leg's going to hand off the end. Phew. Not a problemo. Did you get the black or the grey one, Dre? Dre got the...
grey, because they didn't have black in stock.
Oh, was it?
Ah, there you go.
I'll be honest, Dre, I wouldn't have got the black one, man. I think you'd have had problems.
I'd probably, like, after doing this with you, I may buy a black one if I get round to ever buying one.
Buy a black one.
Yeah.
What, and then very carefully put it together? You won't speed build it then? Right, let's get the side mount and then we'll do the monitor.
Yeah,
Do we know where the pieces are for this side bit?
bit there.
Eh?
No, there.
Oh, is that the whole thing?
That's the whole thing.
Urgh. Properly sturdy. Like you wouldn't believe.
Like,
These are really sturdy.
like the SRG guy was like, that's the one thing that he constantly says about the whole thing is just the rigidity of it. And the direct drive wheel plate, if you have one, this is then 15mm thick. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And it's also that facing as well.
Yeah,
So in terms of torsional stability, it's ridiculously good.
it's just,
Is the seat included with the pit? No, you buy that extra.
yeah, it is a bit like a bolt on, isn't it?
Yeah. If you go to the website and have a look at the P1X, it tells you exactly what's in it. And the seat is, you got to buy that yourself. Like there's no wheel, no seat, no pedals. Oh look, Vrom's got a link already. Yeah, they're the optional cross members, aren't they? Oh, there goes the...
I don't know why there's another one of those though.
So that's the piece that comes here, isn't it? And then this piece meets that.
Other way around.
Hey?
Oh no, you are right. Is it the single to this? Yeah.
Probably need a picture. Is it on the picture there? Have a look at the, there's a picture there.
Yeah, single up and double across.
So it's single up like that and then double this way. Like that. So that goes there. So this single is the thing that mounts to this, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you have, I don't know if that's the single to make it go up. It's quite low. And then you've got like that bit, which is the same as this bit, that goes then like that, with the shifter, but that's quite hard.
Is that because it's got an optional piece, so you can have a different length? So you can have like a long version or a short version?
You've got two of these, haven't you?
Yeah.
One of those. I think that version, that one, is literally that. If you look, that height there isn't great.
Yeah, because it depends if you're trying to have like a shifter up here or you're trying to have like a something down low.
So this one is that bracket, or whichever one. Are you thinking up or down? Height. So that goes on.
This goes down the side, doesn't it? Down the outside.
Obviously, the taller one you use, the harder it is to shorten.
That's true. So that would have a minimum height of that. And then after that, it's going up. Let's have a look at the short piece. Whereas that piece is actually... It's like pretty low down.
But you can have more height at top row than
You'd probably have a maximum of about that.
at level 4.
I think we go with the short piece. Yeah.
So the short piece is then an M18 nut.
Is this the... Just countersunk first, doesn't it?
So it's one of those and one of those.
And then those two bolts into that.
Yeah.
Is that right? No,
No, this goes into this rail.
that's right.
You're building it in left-hand drive mode.
No, if you think about it,
Sort of.
it's going to sit like this, and I need to get in and out of the rig. Whatever this bar is, you're not going to get in and out of the rig very easily. And if you're racing, it doesn't matter anyway, because you're probably flappy paddle shifting. Is that the one for this, or is it the other one?
The smaller one.
Oh, where did that go?
Eyeballs?
That's a good one. Is it?
That's it. Are you thinking like level 2 or level 1?
This is the wrong size screw. Yep, that's too long.
Oh yeah, I can't put these in this side. Let's go that side. I've asked a million times. What's that on the wall behind me? This?
What is it that you... Behind us what?
Robbo King. Robbo King. This one?
It probably means all that again. Okay, that's that one. So we want a couple of T-nuts. And countersunk. What? They always like that when they first go. It's weird.
Just a bit highly counted. That doesn't want to go on yet, does it?
What?
That bit that you're about to put on.
Doesn't want to go on.
I want to get this bolted to that, and that bolted to that, and that bolted to that. And we've already got some detangled ones, so they can go straight on, don't they?
Okay. So that's going to sit there.
That's, is that cross profile?
No,
Is it?
it's not.
Oh, okay. Oh look, there's 4 left. How convenient.
We only need 4, don't we? And exactly 4.
Yeah, pictures show 3. So you've got
3?
the side of this and 1 the
Oh,
other.
they don't use the top one. Why do they use the back one?
Because perhaps that's the distance required to get further back.
Probably because it gives you... I don't know, actually. I don't suppose it matters, really.
I would do 3.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Fine, innit, mate?
Innit? Bruv. Not conducive to streaming. My back into the camera. Not that I think the detail can be seen as to what I'm actually doing. I'll say these T-nuts are not. They're good.
They're slightly more fiddly than you think they might be.
They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be, but they're not as
Easy to pop, aren't they?
Yeah. It's sort of a bit of both, really.
But they're still got to be easier than the non-ball bearing version.
Well, they are from a point of view of flexibility. Aren't they? Like, oh, I don't want that here anymore. Ping.
Yeah.
Although the uprights, we've seen the problem pinging them out there because it just goes.
Yeah, luckily it stopped. It could have easily just kept going.
Silver or black?
Doesn't matter, it's going to be covered.
Correct answer. That's 1.
If you give us 1, I'll put it on this thing. Unless you're going to mount it all on that. Or more than that if you want. Yeah, true. I need 2 T-nuts for this. So I've got them, haven't I? I think I put them on the 3rd row, 2nd row, I don't know. Just put them on the 3rd row for now. See what happens. It's quite a short piece, isn't it? Somebody's yawning. Well, Dole sleeps like 18 hours a day, so...
I've already failed.
So we'll put this on first. Okay. Has that got a T-nut in yet? I can't actually get low enough. I can't get low enough to see whether thing is. Playing a guessing game here. I believe so. Yep. There we go. So just knows all needs to tighten it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, obviously you might want to undo those two to push this bit of profile in a bit. Or just do that.
Well, is it at 90 degrees? That's a question.
Well, it will be once you sort of put one of those brackets. Pull that. Yeah. That's the wrong.
It is. But it was working.
It's right up.
It was working a little bit.
Meh.
That's on-ish. Did you tighten these?
I have not tightened anything.
Okay.
I take no responsibility. There's something very sharp sticking into my knee.
Could be a bit of metal.
It could be a bit rough. So it's not that we've missed anything out, but these are the spares that you get,
That's crazy, isn't it?
and then genuinely that's meant to be how it is.
Yeah. They give you a lot of options.
So
Yeah, but that's not including the bag of stuff over there.
yeah, this is just the stuff left over from the kit, the P1X kit. And that's not including this bag of stuff. Because that was the camera one.
Looking good.
Optional bolts and other add-on packs. Carl, that is exactly what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Optional bolts, yep. It's good that they give you all that though. I mean, I know you're spending a lot of money, but that's the worst thing though, is if you spend a lot of money and you're just short of stuff. It's infuriating.
That rail doesn't look straight. It's probably the fisheye of the GoPro
Yeah. You're looking at things on a widescreen lens.
on an angle when the rig isn't level with the fisheye.
I mean, all that does, apart from add stuff to it, is just make it even more insanely rigid. Because that now locks this from moving that way, which was already locked from those plates.
Like,
It's just...
to be honest, both of us are not small people, and it just like.
I mean,
just
that's
doesn't move the whole
if
thing.
you try and move it that way, you have no chance.
Is that the rail on your level? Yeah. It's not. It won't be level again.
Right, so
So that, in rough form, is a P1X with a pedal tray and a seat box.
I tell you what, Stormy, that's quite a weight.
Yeah. Don't give yourself a hurt.
There we go. Just moving out the way. Just seeing how it lies. It's fine.
The width of the wide screen. I mean, the actual boat. The
I think it was 1 point... Was it 1200? Was it 1100? I can't remember now. I remember ordering that table based on the width of this monitor. Yeah, I think it was 12. I think so. It's about that. I ordered this. I wanted a 1500, but I decided to go with a 1400, which is still fine. Because it was based on this, and I thought, well, if I've got this monitor at 1200 here, and I was allowing for the fact that it might have to offset from the wall a bit, I want to still be able to get down the side a little bit if I need to.
That should work.
but we need to get the stand, all the bits for that somewhere.
On the right, on your left, under the camera.
So these 4 pieces here, these are the optionals for the
Additional extras. So even on the P1X, you still get spare extrusions as well.
extra stuff.
And what has been seen to happen is like this. Essentially, if that rail was down there, like that would be that rail. You would put that there, and put your shifter on there. If this rail was
Yeah.
down there.
So some people mount straight onto the rail. Some people do that and that. And have
And some
one
people
thing.
can do that if you want more room
Yeah.
in the rig.
There's just so many options.
It's just. Should the seat not be placed against the back wall? No, because it's not adjustable. Right, do you want to put these?
Get 4 flight case wheels with brakes and put the whole rig on them. You'll be able to move the pit and lock it into place with the brakes.
Yeah, I've seen those.
It's an option. They were supposed to send me the
Advanced feet.
the adjustable feet, but they didn't. They sent me the default feet, so we need to get onto them about that. Are you hungry or anything? Do you want me to ask for a snackage?
I'm very easy.
Yeah, okay. Because I know Mr. Squirrel's going to do us dinner, but no, I'm more concerned for you, really. So all this is the monitor stand. Where's the there's a picture of this, isn't there?
I mean, like, genuinely, there is at least a kilo of spare bolts there.
Yeah.
And that's not even exaggerating.
So
So, Paul, are you and Sommy going to do a road trip around Britain helping people build their SimLab setups?
yeah, sure. What's your fee?
Right. So I've
500 a day each plus expenses. Sound good?
I've just put
P1X leftovers.
yeah.
This isn't all the pieces, is it? Because we've got pieces here and pieces here.
Yeah.
So these could well be those 2 long ones that we thought were part of the thing.
Yeah. Well, true. These, I think, are your spaces between the two. So that's that bit that way.
Yeah, they're the horizontals. Because the width is supposed to be about 700, so they're going to be not a million miles from 700.
£500 a day sounds good. Well, we've got one booking. 850.
Those then, what are they? Maybe these are the legs and they're the actual side.
500.
How can the width of this thing be 700 if they're 850?
Well, we know we've got no more profile.
The quad add-on is still in its own box, isn't it? None of these
Yeah.
pieces are from that.
No. That's in that box there.
I think it's safe to assume that these have to be the feet.
Yeah, I think that's safe to assume as well. Although I will say that
Well, if you look at that, that looks about right, to be honest. But then, if that's 850, it should sit either side of this thing, shouldn't it? That's the main requirement.
Well, with these.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corner brackets.
Hopefully should be in that kit.
Can we empty onto that lid?
Yeah. Oh look, Simlad's decals. Okay.
What?
Those are the extra brackets that we said we don't know why.
Well, they go there, don't they? We literally have no idea how that works.
4 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 of those.
Oops, sorry.
That's that bag that you don't have.
What are they? Covers.
Covers. You don't know what you're covering and what you're not covering yet, do you? I shan't imagine that we'll be using those today. All that. How's that for assumption?
All that.
Yeah, all that. Surely you'll get a screw one, mate.
Don't call me Shirley. Are these all M8s or not? No, they're not, look.
So, 2, 4, 6.
I'm guessing the narrow ones might be for these. Which will be on the underside, won't they? See, this doesn't even show the feet.
I know, right?
This must be the updated version. This should number the parts. Dude,
If you're lucky, if you're very, very lucky, you get a little label on the bag that says like what the part is meant to be for. If you can see anything like
imagine ordering something and then, like, you know, say single monitor stand, and it comes with a list that says these are the parts, here's the assembly instructions. Imagine that.
that would be a revelation.
So I think these little ones
Well, it's the same
Go-
scenario. If these are 6mm bolts, aren't they?
would possibly with them screws there. Oh, the bolts. So what are these screws for? Are these for the monitor?
Your guess is as good as mine. But use the screw.
Alright, let's get the feet on then. And then we'll flip it over. So that's these, is it?
Yeah. 5 T-nuts.
It's that one. That one. We got an Allen key for this.
Are they the 4s?
It's a good question.
No, the 5s. So yes, we are. That one.
Okay, what's it?
Black tool's not a good idea, by the way. Just, you know, for reference. For when you do this again.
Yeah. The next time I do this.
That bag. What? That bag. You've watched that Sim Racing Garage video because I would have been so annoyed having a teen up and sticking like this over those brackets. That would have bugged me because I had.
There's all kinds of mistakes that, like I say, you could have made. There's pitfalls that were avoided already just by watching that.
It looks like an over-engineered setup, really. But if inherently over-engineered for what you're going to use it for, but it's not overly engineered for
If you're going to do
what you
trucking,
aspire to do for.
this rig will do anything you want it to do. And personally, I like over-engineered stuff.
Personal preference, isn't it?
I don't like flimsy stuff. Well, they're not just watching, they're just hanging out. People watch streams for all kinds of reasons. How's it going? Yeah, we're just building the monitor stand, so these are the floor pieces here. And now I'm going to put the corner sections on.
You know what, your body clock feels kind of messed up being in this room, you know?
Why?
Because it's sort of, there's so much light.
Yeah.
So on this one, I've already put the T-nuts in.
Okay.
Just got to be slid in.
But these still need to go in, don't they?
No, look, they're already on the bottom. It just needs to be
Oh, I see.
slid in under control. If that's, I was thinking if it's easier, but probably not.
That definitely looks difficult to me.
Especially if you do it that way around.
There we go. Is the Discord still sub only? Yeah. Did you finish Airport CO? There isn't really a finishing point, Heapster, but I pretty much, well, I had everything unlocked. You could carry on with it. Most of the land was taken. I could have built more stands, I guess. There's more I could do. I mean, I didn't use all the floors either, but what am I doing?
Well, either tightening that up or.
Well, that would be a good idea if I knew where that was. There we go.
Pass me the long extrusion point.
Ugh.
Is that physically possible, or is that going to just.
Where's the picture? So it's supposed to hang at the back so the weight hangs forward.
So as far back as just.
Well, I want it to be behind the wheel, but behind the thing.
I can't believe the spare bolts that you get. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, no other company would give you
No, because that's basically profit, isn't it?
nuts just in case that you might need them because you may do this or you might do that. It's a fantastic business model, don't get me wrong, but
At the end of the day, if you got people never complaining about stuff like, oh, I ran out of bolts,
yeah.
that's worth
It's
it.
a pretty good positive, isn't it? It's the one thing to really motivate the purchase of one of those.
The only thing, I think they've got so much business now that they can't keep up. They have to keep stopping orders. Like near Christmas, they stopped the orders, and they've not really caught up with the backlog. Like if you look now, it says back in stock, second week of Feb. Well, it is the second week of Feb. They just can't keep up with it.
Mark 2 is a bit looser than the first one. One.
What do you mean?
So this profile, it can go there.
Oh, I
Or it
see.
can go there. Theirs is at the front.
The front makes sense because the weight hangs in on the long side. So where you've got it now makes sense
Yeah.
because it torques into the leg.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
When did you order this rig? Before Christmas or after? Well, that's not really a fair question. It was after Christmas. It's mid-January, wasn't it?
I'm trying to think. I think it was about the.
I met you for a coffee like end of January, didn't I?
Yeah, I'd have to have a look at my order. I can't honestly remember. How far is that from the edge? It's about there, isn't it?
An index finger. Probably less.
I don't know. I can't remember. I had to wait about just over 3 weeks for it, I think. It took me over a week to work out exactly what parts I needed. I thought long and hard about it. What bits do I need? What size seat do I want? Because their website doesn't really make life easy either. Because if you go to the P1X rig, and then, you know, normally you'd see related accessories like, oh, there's a cup holder, here's a keyboard tray, here's a mouse tray. Nope. It's so like very hard to find what else that you can add on. So I dug through.
I think it was the second or third week of January. That's what Gray said.
Yeah, I dug through with a fine tooth comb to find out exactly what they did. And then it's like, oh, is that seat compatible with that slider, with that? What else do I need? Because you order the seat, you don't realise, you need to order the bucket brackets. And then do you want the slider or not? So if you order that, will it work with this? You can get it wrong, and I didn't want to get it wrong. So I spent time trying to not get it wrong. Because the last thing I wanted was to wait 3 weeks and then end up with kit that wouldn't work.
I'm wondering if it has that new rig smell.
Nope. Doesn't really, does it? Mrs. Squirrel's asking, can we have Chinese? In other words, I don't want to cook. Of course, that means, will you pay for it? That's what that means.
Do you feel like standing there looking for a minute or so?
Get some of your Tommy Tuckers. Lol.
Do you know, I think it was Heyman that mentioned Tommy Tucker's first.
It's a nice idea, but they close at like 10. It's not going to happen tonight. You unfortunately... Somebody's unfortunately had one before.
But let's face it, there is not very much with Whittam, is there? Like,
Nah.
as things go, there's not.
Whittam is not a place you want to be unless you have to.
So, see, there's perfect justification in mind.
There is a nice tie opposite Tommy Tucker's.
Yeah, that's a bit like.
It's a nice
Not
restaurant.
like a 5-minute thing, though, is it? It's-
Oh, no. If you want to sit down, but if you want, it's a good tie, is what I'm saying. Like, the food's nice.
We still need to do London Piccadilly
Yep. Time Metro.
Time Metro, really.
Yeah. Oh, Chock-a-Block. Chock-a-Block, Braz. That's in town. I need to see if they're still there, Baz. I don't know. Chock-a-Block is
Are we
amazing.
kind of eyeing this, or
Well, the lower one is the structural one, and that obviously is going to interfere potentially with pulling it in, isn't it? In terms of the upper one is going to be the one that takes the monitor. I'm looking at their diagram. That black plate sits below the top edge, but really that's going to be a case of put the monitor on and figure out where it needs to be.
sounds like a plan.
So I think we'll
You
get.
know the Allen key that I had literally seconds ago? That's it.
But you need to make sure they're the same height, otherwise the whole thing ain't going to square up. Give me the tape measure a sec, because I can't reach that. And we'll you see what that's on.
Either up at top to bottom is easy.
That's on 77. Yep. I mean, you just fix it and then we'll set the other one to match.
So it's sort of a...
It's 48.3 from the top.
Oh no, I've broken the cardinal sin.
Don't forget what for the top? The captives for the top. What?
Yeah, captive. They're not particularly important.
What's a captive?
The caps, I think.
Oh, the cap. Yeah, we can
Look
do
at
that.
that face. You can tell.
Oh, all right.
Just-
The telepathy of a TV confirmed that we could have Chinese tea.
Sorry, what was that?
I don't know.
Little plastic tub to the orange juice.
The what? I haven't got it. I haven't got it. I haven't. I never took it. Nope. I didn't use that. I used my tray.
You took it back when you last took the coffees, I think.
Oh, I see it.
See? Told you I didn't have it.
I love how you were called a liar in that situation.
Always. That's now 46.
Yeah, that's why. What's that one?
46 and a half.
Ah, it's not bad considering I did that by eye. Considering that was completely by eye, that wasn't bad.
I'll go and find a box of medals. That's 40. Whoa. That's it. Right there. Just lock that in.
Well, isn't that like a game show? Lock that in. Right, okay. So, that's square to the side. I'm so tempted to do a pull up on this thing because it's just like. Did you do these as you did, didn't you?
Yes, they should all be tight.
And square and everything else.
Yep.
Something about the TV beckons the Chinese or something.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Hello, have you been married now?
It's got nothing to do with the text message I sent her. I'm sure. Oh, she said, should I bring... She's actually watching it on the TV in the living room. Oh, that's what she means. She heard us say it. Because she's watching us on the TV.
Ah, okay. Hi, Mrs. Skrill from the other room.
See, we get an extra viewer for free.
It's that long path. Like,
What?
Think of the path that bike is taking to get from here to there.
Yeah, it's probably going to
Virus
London and
switching
back.
over in London.
Yeah. It's probably still only on like a 2-second delay.
Like, genuinely, that profile is not even designed to do that, and that is as rigid as they can.
Yeah. Let's slap the other one, it'll be even worse. Right, where's the other one?
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to. Do you want to put this plate on there, and then we'll level it, or do you want to get the monitor mounted on the plate to get the extrusion mounted to get that mounted?
I'm telling you now, knowing the Asus monitors, that won't go on. It's going to need some like extra long M bolts to go in, because they tend to sink there. It's crazy. You'll see what I mean.
So not even.
It'll have like a circular hole with the screws recessed in, and that'll be like Yeah, because I had to do the same thing with this. I had to create a standoff on the back of it and use extra long bolts. If you can see around the back of that, that's a circle with the holes inside. And so I had to... so you can use this, but you need to have extra long screws and stand it off.
Which you have got some of.
I have got plenty of... That's why I have that box. What are we building? A rig. Look, a racing rig. So we can either get the monitor and start faffing with that, or put that...
Sorry.
I think what we should do is just put this piece across, move that out the way, and then bring the monitor in and start putting that on. Because we need that space for the monitor.
Okay.
And all that has to do then is just stick that on there, which we can do with a couple of T-nuts.
do you not
If you put
want
2 T-nuts in there before you do that,
Put 2 T-nuts, 2 M8s.
whatever we're going to attach this with, ultimately.
That make that one? No, it's not. They're 6s.
Is that the other ones then?
Yeah. That's other ones which annoyingly, actually. So that's the T-nut. With a small amount of thread on it. That's that one, and then that goes through that hole.
Yep.
So those are the T-nuts.
Yeah, so if we have them hole
Do you know,
outwards,
I was going to turn it and go, right, that's the top side. Actually make a difference
Nope.
to this.
other way, other way, other way. Hole outwards. Holes outwards. Okay, do it that way then. You know, whatever.
Like, I'm thinking, it doesn't matter at this second.
Well, if you're going to do them both at the same side, it doesn't matter, no.
Well, why would I not do both of them at the same side when I'm right-handed?
I don't know, because you put one in there, one in there. Just,
But
let's
then I'm left-handed. It'd be all cack-handedness. It wouldn't work.
No, this is Sommy.
What?
He said, is that your son helping you to build? I said, no, it's Sommy.
Definitely 100% not.
The likeness is real.
Yeah, like, can you see how, you know...
Larry B,
No,
thank you for 78. Zoggy, thank you for 65. Looks like an epic rig. Those Sparco seats are comfy, using an Evo 3 myself. This is the Evo 2. But yeah. It's actually more comfy than I actually thought it would be.
It's a lot more confident than I imagined it ever to be.
But, having looked at the, again, because I looked at the seats,
I
that's...
love the fact that that's got an FIA standard mark on that.
This is built to go in a car.
Like,
It's an
that's-
actual racing
that's
seat.
actually ridiculous.
It's actually a racing seat.
That is genuinely...
That's why they're not cheap.
Yeah, they're not cheap because they have to be up to an FIA standard.
KAC Perd, thank you for subbing.
How old do you think Paul is? If...
I'm 20. I'm 20 nearly. K-Steen, thank you for 49. Angel Dina with double top. San Monster, looking good gentleman. Thank you, San Monster. El Plagiato, gifting us up to Hilo. Spatial Dragon with the bits. Thank you, guys.
Paul's like, no, he's 20 now, isn't he?
Yeah. Do we have a spare bed for Sommy? Yep. Already planned, bro. He's sleeping in that.
Oh, I said some disturbance in the floor.
Yeah.
No, that's the point. Like,
Look at that. Yorkshire tea. In Yorkshire tea mugs. Outrageous.
I mean, it's about time.
What time does the Chinese close? Crikey, it's 8:30 now. I think you'll have to bring it in because you'll have to get the order in before they close.
I'm undecided as to whether this is an effective method or not.
What do you mean?
Like, if I put this T-nut in there,
Right.
if I put this bolt in this T-nut, it's like a lot more fumbling initially, but like, when it comes to doing that, just go slightly in. See what I mean? Like, I don't know what's more efficient.
Welcome back.
Point of view of...
Oh, 15!
We've heard that.
Thank you, D-Storm. Looking good. Cup of tea. Welcome back, 90.
I can't understand how loud she must have been. For that clip to work.
She was shouting. She was like there and shouting. Yeah.
Like genuinely, the room acoustics are like.
But the mic I was using then would pick up birds outside. So, you know. What are you doing it? Holds up? Hold down, like that?
Like my hair.
Why are you not going in? There we go.
Because you need to fiddle it a bit. The more you do that, because this is more set. Ooh, look at that. Extra double service.
Hang on, hang on.
Do you want to like just visually that-
This is going to be like, we no idea. Just put it there for now.
Hang on. So put that down.
Just put it the same height as that for now. It really doesn't.
We know it's not straight. We're fully aware that it's not straight. Thank you very much
Back
for your input,
seat
Mrs. Screll.
driver.
Thank you. Did you know after all this time it wasn't straight? Like, thank you ever so much. I do really appreciate it. Like, it's really, really a nice thing. This has
Way out. Good God.
No.
can I just borrow the whole thing? I need to pull the extrusion there to get the T-nut down. And then pull that back up there. Yeah. Happy?
Yeah, yeah.
Even looking? No? Happy.
Yeah, I was
Concentrating on chat.
yeah, Quark's back in chat.
Quirk's back.
I think he keeps sticking his head in the door going, oh, yeah,
3 months for Quirk.
thank you, Quark, for 3 months, sir.
He keeps sticking his head in going, yeah, I wouldn't do it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Oh, that's the same as, do you know where so-and-so is? Well, I wouldn't start from
He's
here.
been here for hours, fair enough.
Can you
Yeah,
give me
but
directions to
Quirk,
so-and-so?
Quirk has Debbie like I have you. He has Debbie come in and, like, you know, yeah. Right, so we'll just put this out of the way.
I've already chose. Like,
Wow. What, chosen for yourself or chosen for...
I've chosen for more than me.
Okay.
Oh, that's too
Oh, shush.
Thank you for your. We appreciate your input.
There's a T-nut that you're standing on, and there's one here. Okay, so have a quick look at the Chinese, and then we shall...
Is Somi his son? No, I'm not. his
Oh my god. We should do this, and then we shall go and get the monitor.
Use 21st century technology.
I'm not texting you, so... What do you want, Summy?
Yes.
What do you like?
Are you always right still?
Yeah, I'm always right. Don't dribble.
Well, that was what he said. I did. I
Look at the camera view. It's the back of the neck. Quite literally.
I stood the lens up with the T.
Why is Summy's socks
I
stained on
don't
the
know,
top?
I think it's my shoes.
I don't know. God, you ask so many questions. Bill is tea.
Bill, this is like what a proper cup of tea should look like. Any colour consistency that's not with this. Is just...
Right, well, I tried the honey chili chicken. That was rubbish. I'm sure they gave me the wrong thing. That was absolute garbage.
I mean, there's not enough chilies on here for you, is there? Like, you want like a 3 chili rating.
Sichuan style chicken, stir fried with fresh peppers, onions, Chinese leaves. Leaves? Sweet and sour chicken, Hong Kong style. Am I making anybody hungry yet? It's making me hungry. I knew it. Order the sub something as well. Oh my god. Curry dishes, veg and tofu, rice, duck, beef, chicken.
Somi, what's the most expensive menu item? I'll have that. That's not very kind.
I know,
is
right?
it? Like, actually, reading chat and ordering for Chinese is not conducive to the.
Noodle dishes. Udon noodle dishes. Thick Japanese style noodles. Interesting.
Quirkatize.
You've been?
Famous ordering food.
You've been? Quackatized.
Boomer's ordering food.
No, hang on. You have to do.
Decision will be made in
You need the
3
glasses, and he goes, "You've been quackatized." That's what he does. Seafood? Nope. Kill it with fire. There you go. Burn it.
From my own heart.
Nobody wants that. It's so cringe. It really is.
Is he
Can I
just...
have a quarter duck and pancakes?
A quarter?
She's going there.
You might say yes.
Am I putting your order down here as well then?
No, I've got my order.
Wait,
On
wait,
top
what?
On top of her order, she wants a quarter of a duck per pancake. Like,
You know I'd like a pancake.
are you gonna let that stand, Paul? Like, seriously, are you gonna take that?
Yeah, he's always right. Of course you can, darling. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweetums.
Don't like seafood, unsubbing.
Bye.
Bye.
Actually, that's not fair. I do like I like prawns. I like king prawns.
What are you having?
I usually go either for curry or sweet and sour. I was going to go for curry this
She has the same boring thing every
If
time.
I have a duck, I might go for sweet and sour then. I'm definitely getting spring rolls.
Mini or big?
Spring rolls.
Vegetable ones and so small.
Spring rolls are on the starters.
Yeah.
One large spring roll, or 6 vegetarian spring rolls, or 6 mini ones.
Yeah, I like them.
Oh, their sesame prawn toast is so good, but it's £4.30. I'm just saying, it's really nice.
I'll split it with you.
If you split anything. Well, because if we get prawn toast, you'll want some.
Yeah, so we need at least 3.
What? I'm not spending £8.
Alright. 2 plus a quarter.
Two of them is £8.60 just for prawn toast.
Is that
Are you out of your mind?
as big as what they normally are?
You actually out of your mind?
The stream
It's
can't,
alright, you've been collecting your moths.
the stream can't see that. Like, the facial expression.
If you can imagine a cartoon character and his eyes go, what?
Yeah. You see, Mrs. Squirrel lives in a fantasy world where somebody else pays for it, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, I do your washing, I deserve it.
It's not prawn toast. No, it is prawn toast. No, this plate, it is prawn toast. Honestly.
You are out of your mind, woman.
You're a streamer, you're rich. I love that.
Oh.
Now that's the funniest part.
Yeah.
Of that.
That's hilarious, bro.
Have you seen the size of the room? A child sleeps on the floor so he can come in here.
Right, okay.
I second the motion of prawn toast.
Yeah.
I've put prawn toast down on there.
And spring rolls. If we get enough, they give you free prawn crackers, so that's a bonus.
They always give you free crackers anyway.
No, don't like this one. A bit stingy.
Depends on the order.
I'm not too sure how much it is, where the bar is as well, because practically made the same order twice. And one time we got the crackers, and the other time we didn't.
I did a celebrity lookup. Scroll is worth 3 million euros. It's on the net, so it has to be true.
3 million euros?
Are you sure that was euros, and not like some kind of rupee?
Yeah, like yen or something.
Yeah, 3 million yen.
Or is it Vietnamese currency where it's like a million is like a penny or something?
Right, so I want Szechuan style king prawn with fried rice, spring onion and egg, and prawn toast.
He's actually scribbled the seafood.
Visitors shall not have
He's
seafood.
genuinely scribbled the seafood completely out. I mean, not that I'm picking from it, but still. Ugh. A Chinese menu with no numbers? Wow.
Of course, I'm going for something hot. Yeah, they don't number their menus.
Right, where are we?
I think that's going to need to be higher than that. Maybe actually the bracket stands up.
You want to sit in your chair as well.
Well, no, just the bottom of the screen.
Fixing the TV.
Ugh. This is just food config, lol.
Does this need to be written in a handwriting that can actually be read? 'Cause that might be
Yeah.
difficult.
Otherwise, you won't get what you want. Trust me.
Yeah, I get
Lucky dip.
I think that says this.
Just out of the whole menu, yeah.
Yeah. Even that's pushing the limits of limitations. With
I'm not gonna lie, you've not seen my order.
are you getting the bill for this, by the way?
Of course I am.
Oh.
I'm gonna scan Prof with his card. See me skip down
Well,
the drive.
Baz, I've got 3 million. I can just buy the restaurant. Have them send me dishes every day.
I was promised a home-cooked meal by Mrs. Scroll.
You
Yeah.
want bacon butter.
Was that the home-cooked meal?
You had bacon and egg on toast.
God toasted that's the home-cooked.
That's as home cooked as you get in.
Oh. Where am I? Chelmsford. What the hell am I doing in Chelmsford? Something's gone majorly wrong with my life if I'm in Chelmsford.
That's too far away for sure.
What's that, sorry?
No,
Oh, right.
it's going to have to be back here somewhere. Like that.
I don't know what to call it. It's not Cantonese style, because I had that last time. Just ask them when I get there. It's the sweet and sour chicken batter balls.
Yeah. If I put chicken balls, then
Yeah.
One each and a Diet Cola.
And if they don't do it like that, just the sweet and sour chicken. Have you ever had crispy beef?
Yeah.
It kind of has that kind of
Ultra wide grizzle.
texture inside.
I'm going to go and get the monitor now. Once somebody's finished ordering, I'm going to go and get the monitor.
Yeah, I'm on item number 12. Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah. He's not even joking.
How many quarter ducks?
Yeah. The
I'm
thing
jumping
is,
a hat.
the thing is, it annoys me that it's a quarter of a duck because it's like I could at least manage a whole one.
Fried rice and roast duck and what?
Pork,
Pork.
hoisin sauce, and chicken balls.
There you go.
Because hoisin sauce, I can
Thanks,
drink.
You got like rice or noodles or something.
I got a rice.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna ruin your book now.
I'm so weak I can't rip the paper off. There you go.
Thank you, Mrs. Squirrel.
Right.
Back to you.
I'll go and get the monitor.
Are you actually doing this in hand? What?
I'll pick it up and carry it.
Oh, your battery light is flashing on this, by the way. Yay! Saw me Inception stream, quick! So if we sub to Scroll for long enough, do we get to stay at his house and get Chinese? Not necessarily, Epic Gamer. I mean, you'd have to ask him when you get back. Silent movie style is definitely something that's going to have. It's beginning to look like a rig. Yes, it is. What did I order? I ordered fried rice, duck, pork, basically, in that sort of concoction of some description. Voice chat is on the timer, definitely. Blame Sommy if the battery dies. Totally, Zarak. Where did Paul go? He's gone to go and get the monitor, which I think he possibly needs a hand with, but yeah. Duck down some, you can't see your head. Like, if I sit down here, is that any better? Is that what you guys want? But the trouble is, chat's a bit, yeah. It's one hell of a sub gift. Sonny, does the rig have a heated seat? No, it does not have a heated seat, although I'm sure we could fit one if necessary. Your white socks are brown. Yeah, I don't know why, Epic Gamer, because my shoes are new as well. Like, that's really strange and bugging me a little bit, but... Sammy, no offence, but I always thought you were a girl. Did you not ever, have you not ever done a convoy with me, James? Somebody plays no ad very often. Definitely Baz. occupational hazard for driving tanks. You want to see my driveway at the moment? It's like the Land Rover is the only vehicle that can get up and down it with its four-wheel drive. Yeah, I've never heard of new shoes. I genuinely don't know what's up. Whether they were just brown when I put them on, but I'm really not sure. Slurp alert. Paul has just opened the door, so we'll see how much struggling he's doing when he walks around the corner. Okay, that's ridiculous. I'm assuming most of you guys have seen Paul's video on this monitor, but like, this is actually ridiculously huge. It's bigger than the seat. It is actually bigger than the seat. Like, I'm.
It's all packaging.
Have you got the tape measure there? Yeah. So this box, for any sort of scale, for anybody that knows measurements, is 130 centimeters tall, which is just over 4 foot tall. The box is absolutely huge. That box is bigger than my office. I feel sorry for you then, don't you? Paul, please lay it down. I'm sure it'll be out in a minute, so. When the recycling bin goes into that box. You're almost clear. Yeah. Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to put those up there somewhere, or just leave them in there?
Just going to pop this out, take the monitor out and put it back.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Well, they've used that horrible polystyrene, like crumbly polystyrene.
Oh, hang on. I just fell back on the rig and it didn't move. Like... Squirrel, what was in the 8-box UPA didn't deliver yesterday? That.
Yeah, that pedal tray.
Oh, you can see if I do it this way. That bit down there. ASMR polystyrene.
Oh, stupid thing.
Paul, we can't see. We know. Just give us a minute.
Just give me a sec.
Like, if this room was wider, it'd be fine, but it's really not. Oh.
Okay.
Like this, I don't know what the best way to do this is.
I don't know if that's going to crumble everywhere. Yeah, that ain't going to come out on its own.
Can you move that way then?
Can't get any purchase on that whatsoever.
Top polystyrene off. Well, it actually says put the stand on to lift it out of the box.
Put the stand on to lift it out. You serious? See? Look at that. It's annoying.
That is... Where is the plate?
How do they expect you to wall mount that?
Where's the plate gone?
The plate? It's all over here, isn't it?
No, this one.
Look. Yep, it almost fits, but it doesn't.
If these holes were in further, I could have just cut the corner of the bracket off and it'd have fitted.
Doesn't matter, long bolts and it'll be fine.
Play my summer car. Okay. What's up?
Well, we're going to have to actually do what they say. and use the stand that we don't need, because you can't get any purchase on it.
It's up to you whether you want to pull this up and then we'll tip it out.
I don't want polystyrene absolutely everywhere, really. There we go.
Yeah, look. It's just...
What? Screw it in and everything.
It is well designed. Do you want to just do 2, or are you going to...
I've put 2 in. There you go.
Top 2 are tight? Are you in the wrong position?
Hang on.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. That is nuts.
Like, that's not even in camera yet. Wow, yikes, yes. Are you actually trusting me to hold this right now?
I have no choice. I shall have this box out of the way in a second.
Yeah, you know, like Pringles used to hold the green screen. I'm going to stand here and hold the monitor.
Yeah.
When he goes over a bump, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
This is not light. This thing is not.
There you go.
Wow. 49-inch monitor and a Somi stand. Yeah, can be sold. Like, you'd almost be better off having that mount built onto a plinth. So you could stand that socket in a piece of metal. In a way.
Oh, it's getting difficult to move around here now.
What monitor is that? XG49V.
XG49V or VQ, same thing.
What was that? There's no difference between a Q and a V?
Nope. No, the V and the VQ are the same.
Oh, the V and the VQ or something.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of a 35 ultra wide.
Well, I did a video on 35 and I did a video on the 49. The 49 is just crazy good. It's basically 2. If you have like a 1920 by 1080 monitor, it's 2 of them, literally, side by side. So the problem is going to be now this plate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which has to sit like that. Somehow. So we actually want spacers then though, so that it can sit like this. Spacers. Have I got any spacers? I don't know. I don't know.
Even if the bracket was fitted in there, it wouldn't help because then the recess of the screen is not going to allow
Yeah,
you to
exactly.
touch the bar.
Exactly that.
So even flush mounting that isn't going to help, is it?
No, it has to be it has to stand off. If it doesn't stand off, it doesn't work.
I did see a link from somebody saying you need one of these.
Why is green screen filtering turned on without the green screen? What?
How is the green screen filtering turned on? This is green. Oh, it is.
One sec. It's because I never turned it off. There you go.
Fixed.
Green.
Well, it's only been 6.5 hours until 7.
Well, that's because there's like literally nothing green in here. That's the funny thing.
I was almost going to wear a green t-shirt just to spite you, but I thought...
Yeah. Uh, I'm just wondering where I might have some standoffs.
Find like the invisible tape fabricating the tape measure as well.
Well, the tape measure was yellow and black.
Invisible tape measure for the wind, Rome reckons.
Have a look in that box to see what they give you with the monitor, if there's any standoffs in there. Sometimes they give you standoffs.
High-speed USB, American plug, HDMI. Oh, standoffs.
Yeah,
Standoffs.
there you go.
And a display port.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do. Driver chief, is this fit for driving or flying?
Both. That's the
Hopefully,
plan.
Eventually, maybe.
Wow, that's a very big standoff. Holy moly.
Well, once again, two options. I can cut it down and tap a thread if you're...
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... Actually, they need to be quite big if you look at this.
Welcome
This
back,
end is like...
Nutter.
Well, at least they give you the standoffs. That's
Are you going to tweak those in, or are you just going to leave them hand tight?
no, they're going to be tied.
Big adjustable wheel.
Hey? What's up?
Appropriate tool for the job.
What's wrong with this?
It's a bit big. You get more tension on it and risk shearing it off. So one is assuming as well that this... That these? Is it these?
Okay, that's good.
Please tell me that these will fit in here. You beauty, look at that.
Let's get that on there.
It's obviously 9 o'clock.
Hey?
It is 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but this is like the last thing, isn't it, that we wanted to do on the hit list.
That doesn't seem to be started. No, it is. It's an extreme wheel. No.
Funny thing is, like, just before the stream, we made a plan. This is pretty much
This
where
is pretty much the plan.
this was the plan, wasn't it? It was like
Yeah.
this was the last thing to finish.
Yeah.
Like no wheel on there, no pedals on there, but get the monitor up. Right, have we got the we've got the T-nuts in there.
These
You just need the bolts.
are those bolts, which are on a 5.
Right, battery replaced. Unfortunately, you missed my personal email address because I did give you my personal email address, but the battery died, so you missed it. That's unfortunate timing, wasn't it?
Pencil,
Oh,
please.
yeah, yeah.
Mine.
Oh yes, pencil. That was the next thing. Hang on, let me just fight past the million boxes over here. Oh,
850 divided by 2, 42 and a half.
425.
Would you like to just stick a mark on this rear extrusion at 425, which is there somewhere. Somewhere there. Yeah. Can I just have that to proper builder now?
Huh? No, it was the email address for complaints, wasn't it? I think somebody wanted to complain about the tardiness, so the complaints email address is wah@idon'tcare.com.
Somewhere there with luck. Allen key for. I've got it all in my pocket. Hang on.
You got the Allen key?
I've got the Allen key and
You got the bolts? All right, let's go. Oh, no. This is a problem.
What's that?
We're going to have to move that because it'll touch the wall. It's too close to the wall.
Oh, what's the whole rig?
Yeah, the whole rig's got to come out.
Are you sure? It's a 1200 wide, but it's extreme, and if the 600 is on the middle, it would literally, the purpose is not room for your fingers.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just shuffle it over.
I just assumed it would. Well, you've moved it. That's what you have moved it.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I've moved it, but you sure? Yeah.
It's been a long day. Okay?
Hang on.
Come on.
Let's get this thing weighs a dead weight, isn't it? Right, you ready?
Right, I've moved it a bit more to give you your hand. How's that? I've put the things down there. Anyone else nervous watching this? Yeah, I'm nervous about doing it. Don't worry.
No, you did tighten the bolts up on the horizontal.
What, you mean this one?
Yeah.
We'll find out in a minute, won't we?
Can I request 2 washers on that?
You can request them. Depends if you want to stand there and hold it or not.
I do, because I feel like we need washers on that. You might have to get the bag though, because they're probably too big. Yeah, they are alright.
They would work. They're not
That's fine.
too
That's
deep.
fine. It's just that I don't like the look of that bolt head over that hole.
Sorry.
I prefer a washer because this is going to have a lot of torsion on it.
Oh, sorry.
It's not in the middle now, Kappa.
I know it's not enough. Just give me a minute, man, will you?
But I'm in the back. I like driving. Back seat has a wheel too.
Back seat has a wheel too. Do you want to bring that in like that?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just put it in the middle?
No, we'll bring it back. It's more solid.
So
more,
this-
more solid plate area on it.
So that's the center line is here, and that to me doesn't look completely bad. Like this line of Asus.
Can I ask you that you bolt this now because my arms are starting to hurt?
Oh, are you sure? Yeah, I just need to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
inside and.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. I think we needed head cams on for this to work really well. I know the logistics of that are pretty big, but. See, that overhead shot doesn't work too badly actually. In that configuration, does it?
Yeah, I mean, I think Quirk has something a bit more over the shoulder, isn't it, Quirk? I think. Actually, it's just over his head, I think.
Just
I think
take
it's
your
centre.
time- Just take your time, Sonny. You have to make sure it's right. Do you know if I hit my head on this lamp one more time? I've only been here for like 30 seconds.
You can just move it.
Right, do you want to move it that way a bit? Or
Hang on, let's just see where that's at. So that's quite high, I think. That is actually quite high. Because, I mean, your wheelbase is here.
so is your wheelbase
Approximately.
level with this one, pretty much, yeah?
Well, you kind of want it just behind the wheelbase. It depends what wheelbase you go with, but that is too high because it's.
But is this more conducive, like if you had a yoke, for instance?
Well, the Yoko's probably a bit higher than the Fanatec, but not a lot in it, I don't think. Your top cam, it's a cam on a tripod behind the seat. So what I'm going to do, Quirk, is either I'm going to use these mounts here, or more likely I'll come up with something. I'll attach something on the back of this rig, yeah. I'll attach another extrusion off the back of here, maybe.
Look, I've got to admit, this is quite a lot of top wobble, but there is the case that this is quite a heavyweight and it's not going to move.
They don't move, that's the thing, because it's independent from this. So it really doesn't matter. The other thing is we have to put the quad thing on top, don't we?
Which, please don't say that we need to go on first.
Well, we've never done it, so where's the quad box?
On the left, it was.
Quad mounts kit. Ugh. These are all the bits off the monitor, aren't they?
Yes, and the box for that is over here as well.
I just want to put this with the box because otherwise things start getting lost.
That's all the stuff we've got like that. Including that. Those power loops.
These here.
The American power loops. Is there a way to connect the monitors down to the rig?
Yeah, you buy a separate mount. They do a separate mount that attaches onto the rig if you want to do it that way, but then vibrations from your rig will shake the stand. Not that you're going to get that much out of this, but it is a consideration. Rip. Get all the stickers off. You was thinking more stable? No. Lone Wolf, like nothing's going to move this, so it doesn't need the fact that it does that. It does not matter because when you're racing, nothing's going to move it.
And you could fix that by putting 2 bits of extrusion that way. If it was that desperate.
Well, if we lower those extrusions down, that one, that'll stabilise the whole rig.
Considering that's sort of its top mounting point, really.
Yeah, it's pretty much its highest point. But if you bring this down, it'll stabilise it. The only consideration is, at some point you're going to hit your legs. No. At some point you'll hit the legs. I don't think I've got standoffs for the other monitor though. Unless I left them in. 1 second. I'm going to go into the house, so this will be muted for a sec. Be muted for a second, guys. Right, we're back. Can I squeeze through?
Yes.
We're gonna have the same problem with this, but I don't know what the standoffs are to find the monitor box. But yeah, it's the same issue. Yeah, okay. Like, actually, that will actually work with just long bolts. That's the kind of, that flat plate will sit squarely over the top because I've done that on the back of them. So we just need longer screws in there. So this monitor goes above here, and this whole thing needs to come down yet, but the frame sits on the back of that. Yeah, I don't like that. That's very sharp, that blade.
Oh, it's actually got a hole in it.
Yeah,
I
one.
wonder why I was putting them in the top and it was falling at the bottom.
Have you checked the box? Because one of them, the one that had a hole in it, things were falling inside of the box.
Yeah, I've got most of it out.
Okay, where's that plate? Take it this has a particular orientation. Yeah, it's got a horizontal that way. So they face the back, which means that has to go on that way, doesn't it? Because those 4 bolts are visible.
They're canvas. Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
it's going to sit like that, basically.
You are correct.
That's interesting. Where's my bolts? It's a longer version of this.
I was paying attention to what I was doing.
Don't think that's going to fit. Don't think these are going to work. These aren't quite long enough. Let's start digging around my PC accessory box.
Are these specific for a 27-inch monitor?
No. You have too many channel points. There we go. I've really enjoyed watching you and Sammy build the rig. It's looking really nice. The mods have all been awesome today, and on the ball, and the community is lovely and nutty as ever. Jaws, thank you, mate. Glad you've enjoyed it. That's the main thing. I don't think we're going to be able to put this monitor on here tonight because I'm going to have to find some screws that are going to work, but we can at least get that up there because this has to go on last anyway. One sec. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, and thank you very much to all the mods who've modded all day long, guys. They've given up their Sunday so that you can enjoy yourselves. So let's send them some love if you feel the need. Tell you what, you couldn't do this without that aircon, man. Removing the moisture is just like one side of it.
Yeah, you don't need the top monitor reading chat to make it crash anyway.
That's true.
Basically, the reading chat
Yeah, well, Quirk does. I mean, I think Quirk's been doing it for years, so... But even now and then, sometimes you'll see him read chat and almost lose it. But somehow, yeah, he's become quite adept at reading chat and focusing on driving. You're about to wrap up, Adeldra. We want to get this last bit on now, really, because I've got Chinese on the way shortly, and frankly, we've been streaming all day, so we're 7 hours in, I think, approximately. Probably more. Yep. Sammy got up very early to travel down here.
Yeah.
So he's been awake 15 hours at least.
6 o'clock, something like that.
I'm sure he's looking forward to food and bed. Lol, Peter Kerr, taking the Pippa icon and put like, is that love hearts on Pippa's eyes? It actually works pretty well, look at that. Customized emote. Yeah, so that we're going to need the screws for that, aren't we? So this, is that long piece? No, these are the long piece.
These pieces are the same length. So they're the same
These
pieces.
here. Oh, I see, there's two too, I didn't see that.
So
Yeah,
these,
yeah.
are these are those.
Yeah, okay. So
And
what
then
can I...
those are cross-connected with that,
Right.
like that.
So I can be putting gusset,
You can
gusset
probably
pieces
put
in.
that together, yeah.
Where's all the bits?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Then they've got to move that so the stream can see it. I think they can kind of get the idea by now.
So that's going to go like that. Like that. Oh, there's one on top and bottom. Interesting. Like that. And that basically bolts in the middle. The countersunk.
I can't put those in because they will need to be rolled in.
What do you mean?
These T-nuts are going to have to be rolled into the top bar.
Good night, Darren. Four countersunk bolts.
Aye.
Should presume are these.
Mr. MB.
Mr. Mub with 1,000 biddies.
Yeah, the stream ball. It looks awesome.
Thank you, mate.
Can't wait to see it finished. The stream has been epic and the mods have done an amazing job as well.
Thank you very much.
Girlfriend's just messaged me, how's it going?
Tell us you can watch live.
She may even be here.
She
Depends if she remembers that you actually stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I've visited other streamers who actually randomly popped in. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh my god, where's the other narrow one? There. Right.
Solid best drink on something else.
Oh,
Adalva says, are you mounting another monitor above the curve?
yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. So this is it's called a quad monitor stand add-on. And the reason it's called quad is because it's designed to sit on top of the triple stand. But my expectation is it's going to fit on top of the single. It's just Lego at the end of the day, so I don't see why it wouldn't. Unless something gets in the way of it, in which case we might have to get clever. Hopefully it'll be fine. So yeah, it provides an extra monitor on top. Where's the Allen key?
This one?
This one, I think. No, even smaller. Blimey.
They're floors,
So yeah, if you imagine like it's a widescreen monitor that you're racing, is taking up the whole screen. The idea is you then have another monitor on top so that you can see what's going on, read chat or whatever.
Rob Jansen, 26 viewers.
Thank you very much, Rob. Hope you're well, sir. It's coming along nicely. It is. I just thought this has to be bang centre. Where's the tape measure?
On the tape.
32, right, 16.
Paul, do you have a busy week this week? Is that a probing question as to whether you're going to get this finished this week?
I've got a few things on this week, yeah.
So I've put these on the very top, so they're not as tall as they can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably a good starting point. This is basically Meccano, this, isn't it? Grown up Meccano,
Happy anniversary.
without the motorised bits.
Oh, Charlotte did turn up. She got that far.
Well, there is that. Yeah, Bob, it is going to require a lot of tweaking. I mean, the build is only the starting point.
This is like the basics. I don't know if I really want to be doing these up. Not sure.
Well, if you want me to, I should mount this onto that before you mount it onto that. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of more fiddling to do with a bit that sticks up in the air.
Will the wall between the rig and the PC desk come back?
The wall between the rig and the PC desk.
The one that you've moved temporarily out of the way, I'm assuming.
The wall?
This bit.
Oh, the partition.
Partitions.
That is an unknown. I don't know yet.
You just stole the hex nuts that I put in there.
Yep.
What a scumbag.
Thanks for the freebie.
What an absolute scumbag. He's stealing hex nuts now. See ya.
Right. That's them on that. Take it, these are all there, mate.
Yeah, they should be.
Go on there. No. I'm in the hole that way.
How's that going to work in that bracket in that configuration?
Meh. Minor details.
Somebody should read chat up on every stream. I don't think Paul needs me here telling him what is on his stream.
Normally I can read the chat myself.
Oh, sub from Rob Jensen. Even Paul looking good with the building. New studio.
You watched in the background. Thank you, Rob, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Workers eyes typically we were sitting down having somebody else do the work for
Who's he talking about?
me.
Sitting down and having somebody else doing the work for him.
Can somebody on chat tell me if there's any tea left?
I can't see that. So there's always juice.
Quirk said I said nothing, Captain. Even though there's a message more up from the one that you just said I said nothing. If somebody reads every stream, no need for a second monitor.
Oh, I can stop what I'm doing then?
Do you want a cold cup of tea?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I do not do anything but hot tea.
Is the seat adjustable?
Yes. So there's a handle underneath that allows you to go forward and backwards. And then if you want to adjust the height, there's 3 holes. It's on the top one here, so you can adjust the base. And then there's 5 slots here, so you can adjust the rake of it as well. This is going to be a well-earned Chinese. Blimey. That bacon and egg on toast that we had this afternoon. So what time did we have that? I did about 11 o'clock, not eaten since.
No.
Shows you how much energy is in one of them things.
Hey, it serves the British workforce.
That'll keep you going all day, that can. Right, there you go. Now you can mount that bad boy on there.
So I'm assuming you probably want to go right to the end on those to get the maximum height for now.
Well, let's just tighten it up a little bit. Just pinch the top ones.
Bacon and eggs, where was mine? Says Charlotte.
Oh, it was a very good bacon and egg, Charlotte. Very good. On toast. It was rather splendid. Okay, I've just tightened the top for now, so that can go on there. So which way do you want the tea nuts on these?
I sort of put one on one. So one down, one up. So one like this.
It was on the outside, is it? Yeah.
So one that way round.
What's that hole first?
Yeah, hole first and then full bearing first. But, you know, whatever you like. All ready.
There you go. Oh, for my left leg going dead. Does that just bolt straight in?
Yeah.
Take it with bolting through the top hole first.
Well, sort of whatever you find.
Like that. And the next one needs to be slid up, doesn't it?
No.
What?
Move this way. Swivel. Move that way. Swivel that down and put that down.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm doing. I was just lining up the hole there. That didn't exactly make my life easy.
I'm just trying to see the damn thing.
Done.
Oh, I'm so glad for you.
Oh, take your time.
Doing a left-handed job cack-handedly.
How's the keyboard going to be on the rig on that table? No, Chris. So there's a bunch of other bits that you've not seen over there. One of them's a keyboard tray. One's a mouse tray.
Are you feeling like maximum back or in the middle for now?
Maximum back for now.
So
That way the monster doesn't clash or anything. Just
That
do.
way?
Yep. Let's do that for now.
6 hex nut, please.
There's a keyboard tray which is on an arm, so it kind of pushes out the way. And then there's a mouse tray that you just mount on the right somewhere. There's also like a headphone thing, so you can just hang your headphones on it. Yeah, there's a food tray and a cake tray. Yeah, got those. Yeah, there's actually a little oven underneath, so you can just put your cake in there and warm it up.
Am I hearing a Somi as well?
Nope,
Jursec?
definitely not. Oh. Ah, dead left leg.
Ah, that's why.
Oh, we're supposed to use the black ones. Okay, we'll just pop those and take a sec. It's annoying, but there you go.
You don't have to use the black ones, but I think black on black looks better. Personally. What is that?
It's the wrong one.
Other in. Not that one either.
Meh, I think it's the one over there. Don't think I've got it.
Oh yeah, I think it's cool small that we get her to move the lamp. Have you had your Chinese yet? Oh yeah, don't tell Charlotte that we're having Chinese, mate.
Shh. No, don't mention the Chinese.
Warming cup holders, tea or coffee pot. Oh, they asked me if the seat is heated as well. Or you,
Heated seat.
you can do it, can't you? This is just a standard race.
Oh, that's just true.
So 12 watt inverter and a heat.
I don't need a heated seat. This room will be warm enough.
I think the stream will end when they're fully arrived. You are probably 100% correct. Right, so we've now got
Ow.
the silver nose. Is your knee locked up again?
It's a crunchy knee. So me.
Paul,
Yeah.
I know you said you did the top one up.
Yeah, I did. I didn't do the rest, did I?
You know what this shows? We are clearly fatigued and
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt.
I've just woke up and oh, you did the team up and Paul first, not Paul Bearing first. It's gonna look good, right? It's gonna look right.
It's not. Hang on. Go. Is that the right one, do you think?
Will the sim rig have its own PC?
Nope. It will not. There'll be one PC to rule them all. Now, what I'll do is swap monitors essentially.
Or will it have an extra keyboard and mouse?
It'll have an identical keyboard and mouse setup. And I'll just swap from one to the other. Right, that'll allow us to pick it up, but it's not all tightened.
That doesn't look very square. Like, how is this gonna look? Probably want to roll the T-nuts in first. But
Yeah, there's no way that monitor's going there.
There's no way.
No way. Look at it.
Yeah.
No way that monitor's going there. That's not high enough.
So the extrusions need to be changed, don't they? These ones.
These two.
Are you going to do that
I think so.
rather than that?
Well, I don't know actually.
How can they be so?
I just don't. That can't
Oh,
go
I
up.
see why that's bolted further up than that one is. Yeah, it's not level, but
I mean, it could be an optical illusion, but I will check. I don't think that's going to fit there. Okay,
ooh, just.
I was wrong. It does actually fit there.
Just.
I was wrong. It fits there. It's all good. It'll need height adjusting, but we can get it bolted in, can't we?
So this first of all, you just undo these two.
That one.
Both.
Oh, you did it tight.
I think my monitor to go bang.
Like that. Bit more.
I'll try to pull this that way. So let's set that on that end like that. Ouch.
Always happens with Allen keys.
And then do the same on this side. There you go. That's a bit better.
Okay, so we need some T-nuts in there, don't we?
Yeah.
We're going to need extra ones.
You mean these ones?
Have you got them all there? Okay,
Can you possibly just take that away for a minute while we roll T-nuts in?
so we want,
2 each T-nut.
you want hole out and hole in. Those monitors fixed or height adjustable? The monitors.
They are height adjustable, but not these things.
You can adjust it, Wheezy, but it's not a simple thing. Like, you have to just loosen bolts and then bring it down and then tighten the bolts up. But it does height adjust.
Scroll just tweeted.
What?
My watch has just told me that you tweeted out just now.
I did not tweet out just now.
I know. Stupid thing. Right, let's just put this. That's true.
Can you put it in the oven?
Not.
Will be like 5 to 10 minutes. Just finishing up here. Yeah, just put it on like 70 Celsius so it doesn't set fire.
Just slide the whole thing this way.
How many PCs did this come in?
Pieces. I think.
Pieces. 9 in total. So the chair came on its own, and then there were 8 packages in total. And UPS managed to lose one of them.
Temporarily not deliver.
Yeah. Put it on a separate trailer, because obviously that's what you do with a consignment of 8 parcels, is put one on a different trailer.
I don't think you're bitter about it at all.
Just the stupidity of it annoys me.
Right, so if I was to... How can that work? So yeah, so if that was to go that way...
Have you got your centre mark?
Centre mark is here, which that's in the centre of, so
Okay.
I was going between there and there.
Yep, okay. If I was sending a parcel, I'd pretty much never use UPS. You expect this has been asked, but what makes Sim setup is this? Exclamation mark title.
Should be able to go.
Yeah, all of this is not tightened. But then it's probably not worth tightening yet. It's only the top tightened, but it's fine because until we put...
Do a double nip on those, because obviously don't want that to slide.
Yeah,
slide
I
stack in front.
honestly thought I did, but I will.
Just to double check, because like I say, we'd rather not
Tight.
come back in here and it be smashed in at the top of the screen.
Tight.
So it's not going anywhere. And these are tight to this, so that's fine.
There we go.
Try that up there again.
What, the monitor? Oh.
Not that matters, but
That's going to be like that-ish, isn't it?
where is a hole for reference? There somewhere, like that. Press
Yeah.
it down.
You got it? Oh,
Doesn't look too bad from this angle.
it's not bad. I mean, it can go a bit lower.
That's,
Come a bit down there, like an inch.
yeah, but that's actually on.
But it's actually
This
like...
is on the extremes of all the brackets.
Yeah, I mean, the tilt of that is perfectly readable.
And obviously you have got that tilt as well, but unless you're going to bring this forward a bit, I don't think you probably want it down more like that. And if you did do more like that, you'd have more clearance here.
Yeah.
The more that goes that way, that more that end will lift upwards.
But yeah, I think that's...
Oh, they can't see that on the screen.
They can. On the other monitor, they can see it.
Oh yeah, just
Just about see that, can't you?
if I can.
So that is as far as we're going to take it today, guys, because we're pretty worn out now. So just to sort of go over things again, this is adjustable forward and backwards. Down here, this seat is adjustable forward and backwards. The actual, so this, you just push the handle and you can move yourself forward and backwards like that. The actual rake of the seat is based off of these bolts here, just a bolt there and a bolt there either side. So you can lower it down or raise it up. This is on its highest setting at the moment, and then the rake of that. No, it's on its highest, because if I go down, I'll go lower. The bolt's high, I'm high. And that is just the rake of it. Then obviously you've got to get the length right, and then
That's probably not bad actually.
yeah, I mean it's not bad, and like, the whole of that can be
And that's all those.
rake adjustable as well. This bar here, if you can see this bar here is where you will put things like a shifter, or even like a hanger mouse pad off here. If you're going to go flying, you could have a yoke here, or you could even mount a Thrustmaster Warthog or some kind of stick on this side. Get an extra extrusion there, and you could hang like a Thrustmaster throttle lever here, maybe.
And the handbrake buttons.
Yep. So that's that. There's other accessories that I've got. The keyboard tray generally hangs here, and the tray basically sits here, so you can tap away and then you kind of push it out the way like that when you want to get out of the rig, and then you've got your mouse and keyboard, and then headphones you can hang wherever. I'm going to be probably extending this up here maybe a bit, because I want to get camera mount or light mount or something at the back of me, so there's more to do on that one.
What would be quite good is those brackets, a similar shape to those.
Yeah.
So you can angle around a bracket going up, but you probably don't want as fast angle as that.
That's it's the length of the
But if
extrusion.
you had that, and then the hole there, that would give you more of an upright.
Yeah.
Enough back to.
So this bar here is definitely too high, because there's a load of room here for my legs. It's probably going to come down another 10 centimeters or something down there, so it's not in the way of my feet, but offers more stability to this. This monitor is probably going to come down, but until the wheelbase is on, it's kind of hard to get that right. And then obviously that will come down with it. But yeah, 7 hours or so later, and that's most of the basics done. Obviously there's cap covers I've got to go on the ends of all of this stuff, which you can put on at the end. There's loads of little covers that go over these and hide the extrusions. There's cable ties that you can have on here, because obviously this cable's going to be running around. I want to mount a USB hub somewhere. I've got to find where I'm going to put that. That could maybe go on this. This bar here, I might actually end up using that. I might put things on that because it'll be hidden anyway down here.
How much is button box? Your like Stream Deck?
Well, we've actually got button box mounts to put on, yeah. So there's 2 button box mounts that you've not seen. I don't know where they're going to go yet.
There's a mouse pad. There's a headphone bracket.
Yeah,
There's
keyboard
a
tray.
keyboard bracket. There's a speaker box.
Yep. Front of that page has all the list of stuff. Front of this, I put
PC tray.
the list of everything I had in the order.
And the pharmacy panel says Rome.
So I got the P1X in grey. I had adjustable feet, but they haven't arrived. They give me the wrong ones. 2 extra mounting points, which I've not used yet. Speaker mounting bracket. I ordered a pedal base plate with the seat slider, which is that installed. I then ordered a second base plate, which is this. This base plate comes off if you just loosen those 4 nuts there, 4 screws. That comes off. So the idea is I'm going to mount my racing pedals on that, and I've got a second one that I'm going to mount the rudder pedals on. And the theory is I can just pop 4 bolts and swap it over. Single monitor stand, which is this. The quad monitor add-on, which is up there. There's 2 button box holders, which we've not got.
There's
Yeah.
one, not 2.
Well, there should be 2 in the order.
Yeah, there's only one been delivered. So there's no adjustable feet and no second button box.
So we're missing some bits.
Yeah.
Sparco Evo 2 seat, which is it's probably the widest one they do, I think. The seat slider, so you get a seat slider for this as well. So there's 2 seat sliders in total. Bucket seat bracket, which is this thing. You need this for any bucket seat that you order. Different seats have different mounts. This has a bucket seat mount. Keyboard tray, mouse pad, which mounts on the side, cable management clips, a SIM shelf, which you've not seen. The idea of a SIM shelf is it's quite a big item, and you can put your PC on it if you want. I kind of wanted to put that at the end, but I can't do that. So I don't know if I'm going to end up using that now. We'll have to see. And a SIM holder, which is a thing that you hang your headphones on. And that was the whole order list. So most of it you've seen. There's about 6 items that I guess not mounted. But I think, guys, that's going to wrap it up. It's been a long stream. Me and Tommy are really tired. I'm really hungry. There's a Chinese waiting for us. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for the mods, especially for the overtime as well. Greatly appreciated as ever. And I'll probably finish this off with Tommy tomorrow, but I won't be streaming that. We're just going to get on with it and get it done.
We don't need the production.
No, we don't need the production. I don't need the production side of it to worry about tomorrow. But yeah, I'll post some pics when it's all in, so you can see how it's all done. There's plenty more to do. There's many hours left on this yet.
Well, if we can get it a functioning driving rig by the end of tomorrow, then that's...
Yeah, I think the functional is a goal. Cosmetics is going to be separate. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Something different. And yeah, have a cracking week, and I'll be back on Thursday.
The stream is ending. No.
No, not the streaming. You say that every time. But yeah, send some loving chat to Mr. Tommy as well, for the man who's helped me to do this today.
Shot there. It's been such a long day.
What a legend. And I shall see you guys later in the week when hopefully this thing will be done. So, from the Squirrel and Tommy show, that is us signing off. Bye bye. Have a great week.